Eight of swords, yo, lately, staying up, I got shit up on my brain. Shit, can't seem to get it off because I think I've gone insane. Getting in my brain, getting in and out of it. Hey, like we're on a bus, school bus, yo, yeah, make a new sound with it. I don't know, but I'm walking all around in it. How'd you walk around in your own brain? Are you crazy? Said I was insane, so don't make me repeat that daily.
Hello, what is up?
Yo. Hi, PollyPeople. Hi, Zira. Is that how I say that?
Yeah, you got it.
Well, thanks for being here and hanging out as I ramble on endlessly.
Are we on stream right now?
You are on stream right now. That is correct.
There we go. All right. Well, good. Hello,
Awesome.
stream.
Say hello. We're gonna bring him over here to the actual screen.
This event's been really cool.
Well, I appreciate that, and I again commend the people who helped me out and like told me that it was doable, possible, and that it would be, that it would be fun because I've had a lot of fun. So,
Nice.
And we're about to have more.
What's up?
Oh yeah, so much.
How could we even manage it?
We're just gonna have to imagine more fun and let it happen to us.
It's really that simple, isn't it? It can be, if you will it to be true.
I'm manifesting fun today.
Well, congratulations on making it to hour 13. It looks like that's already a huge win. I don't know if I could handle that.
Yeah, I guess I did a 24-hour somewhat recently. I didn't do the interviews though. It was just me sitting there.
Oh my gosh.
Is this more tiring or what?
Yes, but more fun. It's more fun too. I guess like it's it's a challenging thing, but I like a challenge. So if I like a challenge, or maybe I'm just drawn to it and I can't help myself, type of thing. Could you relate to that in any way? I don't know.
A good challenge is irresistible.
Right. That is a good word to describe it. We have with us so far from, I guess, this broader group that we're calling Cutie Coalition, PollyPeople, and let's see, Zira Zurix.
Yeah, that's me. You can just say Zira though, if it's easier.
I will say Zira, and just for everyone to know.
I would actually prefer that you use my full name. It's Polly motherfucking people. That's actually my name. Yeah.
I mean, I prefer to cuss as much as possible, so that works for me.
Well, it's not a cuss because it's my name.
Oh, okay. Right. Well, dang it. I guess it doesn't work for then. But I'll still do it though.
It's a nice loophole.
Yeah, I guess it.
It's not a loophole. My mom called me that. I didn't have any choice. I'm sorry.
Like you were born with that middle name, motherfucking, or is it two middle name type situation, like with a hyphen?
Oh, well, sorry, you're right. Hyperspace Fool correctly points out that I have two middle names. One is Polly Robinette, motherfucking people.
Okay.
It's true. Hyperspace Fool knows me well.
That's true. Better than yourself, it seems.
Is it like a Boondocks sort of deal where like you have to say the whole thing? Like,
I mean, if you're introducing me, is all I'm saying. Look. You can call me Polly, right? But when you're, I feel like it's more appropriate to just let everybody know my full and correct name. That's all.
Like a Tribe Called Quest.
It's like, it's just like announcing Jon Snow's titles, right? Or how many titles do they have in Game of Thrones? Who has the most titles? Do you have titles as well? Are we going to get into the titles?
Yeah, well, we could, but I guess if we're going to get into the discussion, I am here. I was enticed to be here. Polly want a cracker, I bet. So, why do you bet that? Anyway, I was enticed to get here because I heard, I could be wrong, I don't know, that you were interested in doing a little bit of thirst trap streaming.
Maybe that might have been a thing that I was interested in.
All right.
I don't know.
I could, yeah. I don't know.
Now that's relevant. That's deeply relevant.
Yeah, right. I
Yeah.
mean, I feel like you called in, the executive committee, just by calling me here to sort of help you out with that. I,
Absolutely.
yeah, I don't know what else I'm really an expert in. I'm a dumb fuck, but I do have a PhD in thirst trap streaming.
How does is it like as far as a educational track, like what would you say that experience is like? Is it long? Is it
Is it
hard?
long and hard and there's ins and outs to it? Yes. Oh, for
Yes.
sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. That's kind of
Sometimes
what I would
sometimes it's
expect.
pretty sweaty from the lighting and yeah, yeah.
When it comes to thirst trapping, is it wetter than you expected?
Wetter, it's well slipperier if you're doing it right. So, sometimes it's wet, sometimes it's dry. But it's better when it's always better when it's wetter. Yeah.
Would
So you know
would
what's
it be
going on.
like is it like okay, are we trying to achieve a state that's like either wet or dry? Like is a halfway wet like worse than dry if you
If
catch
it's
my drift?
dry, if it's dry, you got to do something about that, right? Dry is
Okay.
where you can start out. You got to start slow when it's
Mm,
dry.
okay.
There's like many ways that you can address dryness, right? Um, I, for example, have a million lights. By the way, one of the things that I could do if you're interested in the thirst trap, uh, the PollyPeople thirst trap methodology
Yes.
that is soon going to be provided on a class basis,
Mm.
classroom basis at a low price
Classroom.
is 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 uh is is that uh, uh is the lighting itself is going to be
Right.
like really important, and then it's also going to be your greatest enemy.
Of course.
I do nothing.
I feel
So
like that's always a thing, but like it's amplified is what you're saying, right? With streaming
yeah,
or
I'm
like
just
being on
saying
camera.
I have a newfound respect for people who light up porn scenes, right? That's
Oh, right,
fucking
right,
way
right.
harder than regular scenes. It's got to be.
Absolutely.
It has got so like
Trailblazers.
you have to you have to be your own pornographer, even if it's
Hmm.
for just like Twitch. Or you got to think like a pornographer.
I mean, I think I'm there, but like,
All right, good. See, like easy first step for a lot of people.
uh,
The hard thing about a lot of those scenes too is that you have to refocus every position shift. So like normally you've got your set, you've got your like set cameras, you've got your lights, you do your focusing, your balancing, you're good to go. But
There's a
then
there's
slight
more
echo on
to
my
it.
audio to you.
oh, I'm so sorry.
No, no, no. I mean, somebody in chat is saying there's a slight echo on my audio, and I have no idea why that would be the case. Let's
When
have a
you
look here.
talk, when you talk, or when one of us talks,
I don't hear it. I don't hear anybody echoing. My
I don't
experience
either.
is
So this begs the question:
yeah, yeah, it's got to be
lighting critics. Do you listen to them too? Very
lighting critics.
slight.
Sorry.
Actually, I think I might have
Oh, I see. So it's not just me. It's been an ongoing echo. I see. Okay.
an. Let me
It's not my
try.
fault, people. I'll tell you
Uh,
what, like, there can be the most raging fucking transphobe coming into my stream, or like some shitty ass misogynist that's shitting on me. Uh,
yeah,
Not gonna trigger me one bit. You know what triggers me
yeah.
when somebody says there's a tiny little echo, or I can't quite see this fucking thing you're trying to put
I
on
can
the
relate
screen.
to this
I
so
lose
much.
my goddamn. Oh
It's
god.
like I
I was like, they
non-specific.
got me, brother.
I
Oh,
describe
the
it as
transphobes win.
non-specific audio critique. Like something is wrong. Okay, great. That's great. I'll definitely take a look at that. But I can't because I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yes, that is quite triggering. It's
Live
really just
monitoring is really difficult. Like as soon as someone identifies
Where's the
some sort of like
transphobe?
issue or problem, then like you suddenly have to shut everything down and keep it running if you want to pick it out yourself. So, if
It's
you ever
probably
want to
on
get
the
some audio advice chat,
yeah.
try to specifically state what it is because you might be driving your favorite streamer mad.
I don't know
Well,
if
yeah,
we're
I
still
actually
experiencing
like.
it or not. Just let me know, chat. Go ahead, Polly, Robinette, motherfucking people.
Thank you. There you go. That's respect right there. I appreciate that. So
I try.
I
Sometimes.
actually do appreciate when somebody says, "Hey, yo, there's an echo," because I can usually figure out what it
Right.
is.
Yeah.
But and if it's there's all kinds of people that type F in the chat, and that triggers me. But luckily, other people quickly like they can confirm
Yeah.
or deny it. So
Echo is
I would rather
specific audio
somebody say
advice,
something.
by the way. It wouldn't fall under the category that I listed.
Right. Echo is good because like that lets people know exactly what's going on.
Oh, I see. As opposed to something sounds wrong.
Yeah, I don't know.
Correct, yeah.
So there's something going on. Something's odd. Like, okay, something is a thing. It is something, but what thing? What thing are we describing here? I haven't heard any echo related continued complaints, but they can let us know. Let's see. So I don't know.
Don't blame it on me. That's what triggered me, by the way. Because I'm a weirdo, right? Somebody says Polly's echoing. And I was like, no, I'm not.
I didn't do anything wrong. Yeah, no. I spent so much time on setup, especially lighting. Not really. Lighting I've spent like an inordinate amount of time on, and then like I watch my streams and I'm like, it's always inconsistent. But I don't know. It is what it is. You got to go with what you can do.
What kind of lighting are you going for?
I don't know, honestly.
Do you want actual feedback? Because I'll give it to you.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's do it.
I can't see you at all.
Okay.
You need more light, like badly.
Yeah, that makes sense. I guess part of it is the fact that I moved setups and like I was actually going to rebuild studio for stream, but I ended up having to rebuild OBS because I deleted everything accidentally. So, I mean, that's just an excuse. I definitely wouldn't have been able to rebuild studio in time. I like to reflect my lights a little bit so that it diffuses them, but that is fair. I've heard that one before.
Oh, okay. So I would say this. I would say, the way I haven't always been the production goddess you see before you. In fact, I'm really not even now. Like what gets me from where I've started, and this is going to be awesome. Hopefully USA will make it because I feel like we were like born in the same stream, like stream cohort, right? We've been like hanging out as friends since day fucking one. But like they would know as well as I do that like I've had pretty dog shit production for a long time, and the only advice I would say is don't tell yourself shit like I have to build a streaming studio, because then it ain't never gonna happen. Like you just say okay, today I will try to turn on one more light and see how that goes.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
No, I have to go all the way with things. It's a thing. It's like I have to go to the extreme sometimes to motivate myself. But it is an excellent piece of advice, I would say. I mean, that's similar to how, if you're familiar with Globus, when he started streaming, he was saying like, there's all these things you got to learn. If you're starting out streaming, you really got to start one step at a time. Like, because you might. I actually have a background in like radio and audio engineering, and I have built a couple studios for like podcasting and stuff. But when I got to Twitch chat, emotes, commands, this, that, the other thing, lighting was also new to me, and I guess I could say still is. Like you really have to go brick by brick.
Well, yeah, and you'll learn at some point that like streaming in a way that is production sensitive really makes streaming quite fucking uncomfortable. Right? Like I can't even see,
like the lights.
I can barely see my computer. You know what I mean? Like I'm like I'm not the youngest person in the world, but my ability to see my computer is like a 90-year-old. Like I have to up the words so they're huge, like giant, so I can read them. But hey, at the end of the day, the show must go on, and it's about the audience. I mean, at least in my mind.
Yep, absolutely.
I could suffer through a little blindness for all of the special snowflakes out there.
What kind of camera do you use?
Yeah.
What kind of camera do you use?
Oh, here's the real surprise. here's what you can take from
You
this.
should
Also,
guess.
good
You
question,
should
by the way.
guess.
Guess what camera I use.
I mean, it looks like you're using a green screen, and that can like sort of blur background on that.
Yeah.
But so
Okay.
that can give you a little bit of a like depth of field. But I don't want to guess. Is it a webcam?
Okay. So I'm not using a green screen.
You're using background removal or something?
I'm using
No,
software
this is a
to,
physical
like, blur it.
set.
Right? Yeah, like this. So I have turned off the like fake background, the fake depth of field.
Uh-huh.
To show you like what the production looks like behind the scenes. But
Okay.
all I use is a basic fucking day one streamer.
C922?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Same shit. It's I'm still using this thing because no matter I have tried to do better, right? But the amount of money you have to put in to get from here to like the next level is just obscene. Unless you happen to have the equipment already, which I don't.
I have one right here.
I will be there at some point. So like, what I do is I try to fake it a little bit. I use software to kind of blur the background to give you the depth.
Mm-hmm.
But this right here, this shit back here is an endless amount of fucking work, piece by piece by piece by piece by piece.
So you have that physical stuff going on in the background, and then you're adding that blur, and it gives it that look.
Yep.
It's interesting. I've come on your stream a number of times. Like I've witnessed various sets and angles and cameras. It seems like you're doing a lot of configuration, generally speaking.
That's right.
You used to go all green screen.
For a long time.
Back in the day, yeah.
Yeah. For a long time, my only concern was trying to light up a green screen, and that was back when I really did commit myself to the streamer lifestyle, right? And I thought, you know what? Streaming can just be part of my bedroom. It doesn't have to be the fucking half or 3/4 of my bedroom. I could still, step around and like be normal. And so I created a little set that was in the corner of my room with a green screen. Like if I lifted my arms like this, they'd be cut off, but I didn't care. It's like, I'm still going to be a normal goddamn person. At some point I was like, you know what? I'm not going to be normal anymore. I don't really need a bed or I could question whether I need a bed. I definitely don't need a nightstand, and I don't need a dresser. So let's just get rid of those. And so I've slowly increased the amount of like life that streaming has disrupted. But the result is this: what you see here today. So it's worth every penny. I'd even spend that much money. Like it's just the cost of space.
It is.
Go ahead, Zero.
Sacrificing your bed being available at all times is definitely a sacrifice for the chatters. That's really
Basic human needs.
It's true.
For chat, like
it's true.
You got to do what you got to do.
I have a bed right now, but the bed hasn't come in, right? Because it is robbing my ability to have a second set, a beach scene, which I will eventually like unveil to do more like bikini like hot tub style content, right? At which people
You can't have a
know
bed
and love.
in that. You can't have a bed.
Not for me. Not for me, because I got to have one scene for the regular, and then I got to have the beach for the sexy streams. Because otherwise, Twitch will get you. I've tried to do like not too long ago. I wore on my stream with this set like about as stringy of a bikini as I think you could get away with, and Twitch let it slide once, and the other time they popped me at the second. So I got to be more like it's for all of the shit that I say, all of the aggressive positions I take and the people I piss off, the only times I've gotten suspended from Twitch has been inappropriate attire. So like I'm getting my like hands around what the limits of that are and what you can do and what you can't.
I mean, somebody's got to find out, right? Like somebody has to test, and it takes a brave streamer,
a pioneer.
Very brave. Yes, a pioneer. Exactly.
I'm like a soldier. Say what you will about those that fight for freedom. I'm fighting for freedom of the booba.
Real.
Which is the same thing. Yeah.
And thank you for your service.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it makes a big difference. Yeah. I mean, look at everything that Amaranth accomplished in showing us the things that you could achieve on stream without getting a suspension, and also the strange
And all
things
the,
that you definitely could get one for.
yeah, yeah. Well, she's been clapped about a million. So like the one thing I do know is I have 2 community strikes over time and 1 warning. Your attire is wholly appropriate. Thank you. Yeah. Well, today it is, right? Polly put her boob on the line, right? Um, Today it is fighting for the power of love. Love not so as something else, something else. But yeah. So like um, I do know that the appropriate. So like I know the TOS backwards and forwards, right? It's the unwritten part of the TOS that's the tough
Yep.
thing, and
The
so
legalese, determinations or definitions or interpretations.
well, it's what it's what they won't tell you because they know that people will push it to that
Right.
point and pass, right? So it's a little bit of a shell game, the TOS is, for us
Right.
sexy ladies out there that are trying to show off our stuff. Um, but one of the things that you can do to be able to dial up the hotness is you got to make it on a beach or we know this, beach or a hot tub or whatever, but I don't
Yes.
have a hot tub. If I can't afford a hot tub, but even if I could, I live in an apartment and it would fall through the floor and I'd have a giant hole in the floor where the hot tub used to be. And then I probably wouldn't live here anymore because I guess they're really heavy, when they have water. So I can't,
Yeah.
and I would be violating my lease. So I can't have a hot tub. The question is, what can you have? Can you have a kiddie pool? Maybe, but you got to get in the kiddie pool, and I don't want to get in the kiddie pool. I don't want to deal with water.
Right.
So I'm going to try to build a nice, fancy beach-like set and see if that's good enough.
I mean, it ought to do. That would be my interpretation is Twitch stuff. That ought to do.
That
I'd leave
ought
it
to
at
do.
that.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. I agree. I agree.
The dresser thing is funny. It made me think of a question or a topic surrounding this, which is I know you have a lot of outfits, right? Like a variety
That's
of
right.
attire. So
That's right.
outfit management. You mentioned not having a dresser. I barely have a few things that are
Yeah.
like part of a new wardrobe, I guess I could say, and I'm like, where the fuck is it? I don't know. Like there's things that I wanted to wear today. I'm like, I don't know where it is. And that's just a general problem that I have as a person. But like, I feel like maybe it's
Well,
because I don't have a designated
yeah.
spot for things yet.
Well, I have so like what I wear on stream, you can wear it other places, but not like the grocery store, right?
Yeah.
Unless you want to single-handedly like cause drag queen story hour fears in places they weren't before. I could show up
Right.
my streaming clothes and say, like it's Safeway or whatever. All right, where are the kids? I want to read to them. Like that's not going to be. That's my attire is not appropriate for those sorts of. It's not cool to go shopping in
Yeah.
like a bikini, right? But
Yeah.
but I do have so I primarily wear my streaming outfits for stream, and so I have a special streaming outfit location that is sort of part of my dedicated. I guess I'm not a normal person anymore. Part of my room that is it's an assembly line, if you will. I sit
Yeah.
on one side, and I pick out my outfits, and then I put them on. I've got the makeup station right here. And then I sit down, turn on the lights, work it out together, and then boom, eventually I hit go live. And when I hit go live, I'm like, you know what? I didn't plan a fucking goddamn thing. And then just go with it, right? That's I've got a process for this.
Why is it so true? Oh my God. It's because you spent the time on the assembly line process? Is that what you're saying?
Yep. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
I mean, I can relate to it's like the amount of time that goes into the outfit or the components or whatever. It's like, Chad, if you showed up expecting me to have a structure or something like that, the structure is in the outfit. The rest you're gonna have to, I don't know, deal with it. Okay.
There you go.
and they
So
do.
like you already have picked up a piece of wisdom that I would definitely tell any of those potential budding streamers out there, and I'm still one in a lot of ways, is don't believe the hype about how you have to cut up your stream into segments and blah 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 or whatever coherent. No.
I love
Like if you
that.
go to my stream, it has this very simple vibe. We're hanging out, we're watching stuff, we're laughing at hoggy and chuddy people, especially like reactionary leftist types, cracking jokes, looking sexy, and that's about it.
Hell yeah.
There's no real order to it, but I think it works.
Yeah, I think I do a similar thing, honestly, actually, especially lately. But I mean, we've been focusing a little bit more on music, but I mean, I feel validated, I guess, because I think I was doing that before the outfits became, part of it. I guess I was still wearing outfits, right? Like, it was just, oh my God, this freaking necklace is deadly with my fishnets. It like it gets captured. It like grabs onto them. But yeah, like I've always kind of done that where I just pull up things randomly and chat sends me things randomly, and there's a sort of general theme and a vibe, I guess you could say. Every now and then I plan out some content. I didn't plan for any of my interviews. I just went with it, but I think that's just more conversation.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, like, you're right to not when you don't have a plan, to not let it get in the way, right? Like, it's fine to plan or whatever, but it sounds like you have. I don't know if you have ADD or not, but I do, so it makes it super simple to have a plan and then throw it right out the window.
Yes, I do have.
No
ADD.
streamer has ADD. Everybody knows this.
Yep. Yeah. Not to be found around here. We know what's coming next and how long it's been since the last thing. Absolutely. I know. I have time management. No, I don't. I try. Yeah. I like having a watch, right? I thought Apple Watch was kind of overhyped at first, and like I got one. It could be any kind of watch, really, but like problem is, where is it? I don't know. I lost it earlier today at some point. Why did I take it off? To put it on the charger? No, but it's somewhere. Probably to put these on. And honestly, that's what we're prioritizing, right? The assembly line, the outfit assembly line process.
Yep. Make it mechanical. Yeah, I mean,
getting to stream on time and being dressed is one of the most important things you can do to start your stream successfully.
Yeah, or just being on, like, like starter basics, just be on stream. The show really just
I like that
drill this into your head. The show must go on. Like, if you really want to like make streaming a thing that is successful, and nobody should, right? But if you're one of those people that does, you almost got to set a time to go live, no matter how you look.
Yeah. Yep.
Or no matter how much you prepare, because there's people that just want to show up and hang out with you, right? And aren't like super worried about whether you have everything together or not. And those are the people that you want to be there for when life might not be otherwise accommodating to your desire to stream. Having said that, of course, you always got to balance real life with stream. But again, if you want to try to make a stream successful, I would advise strongly that you not try to do that. But if you do, then you adopt the idea the show must go on no matter what, and be consistent. Just be there and fucking hit the go live button.
Mm-hmm.
My biggest fear is typically that I will get ready, I will hit stream on OBS, and then I'll instantly have an ADHD moment, and I'll be like, oh, I need to change this top. And I'll go to change the top, and I will forget to check if it's the camera scene or if it's the opening starting scene. And I just know one of these days I'm going to get slow, or I'm going to forget, and I'm going to get surprise clapped.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I've thought about that many times as well. Yeah, because it's like I could walk over there and do it, but I could also is there maybe a part of you that, like, the risk is you're kind of like the risk, you kind of like the risk a little bit. You're like, knowing
I don't like the risk. I'm just too ADD to remember that there's a camera rolling.
Right. Or to come back, or to remember to come back if I walk away from sitting here.
Right. If I walk away, it could be 10 minutes.
Likely will be minimum.
Yeah. Okay. So like I just heard you say something there. You asked the question, do you like the risk? And then of course that piques my interest. And I say, is it because you think you would like the risk? Do you think you?
Maybe I do a little bit. Like the risk of being seen, being caught. But
now that's a fun risk.
This has become a therapy session quite quickly. I was or therapeutic rather. I was thinking about the stream life balance thing earlier, and there is, on a serious note, and I'm mainly telling myself this, it's like there are people who want to hang out with you, and they may also have neurodivergency tendencies. Many of them do, and they may also have time management or time management issues, time blindness, etc. So it's important to keep that in mind when you're like starting late, and again, I'm talking to myself, like, you don't want to keep people past when they should also be there if they had planned for something, I guess. If that makes sense. Like, you got to be courteous of their schedules if they have them, not to
What do you mean?
disrupt them.
Say that again. Yeah, like, are you saying be off stream in a way that is accommodating to people?
No, like, if you're starting late and going later, which is something that I do, then people
Oh, I
will hang
see.
around that may have otherwise like gone to bed because if they're engaged with your stream or whatever,
Yeah.
gone to bed or gone to do whatever it is that they needed to do, homework, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, it's mostly me telling it to myself, and that's mainly generally a thing about like staying on a schedule, like you said.
I mean, it's never bad to stream longer if you feel like it. Like, you're not hurting it.
They can always leave. It's there of their own
Yeah.
will. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, why would you think that people are trapped watching you?
I don't think that they're trapped, unless
Okay.
I'm using dark magic, which is a
Tell me more
possibility.
about this dark magic.
What about it?
Just tell me more. Dark magic. How do
I
we
don't
get
know.
more?
I don't. I think it's something that you have to stumble upon. You know, it can't
I
be
support dark magic. I
explained.
do.
Yeah. No, I actually, I don't know. I'm not genuinely like doing something like that. No, I don't think that they're trapped in stream. That's a good point. I think
Yeah,
I just tend to
no.
blame myself
Thinking,
for things a lot.
thinking you're
I mean,
okay. Yeah, okay. So that sounds like a
it's
different.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Zara.
it's understandable to be, like mindful of other people's time if
Yes.
you're, like doing stuff with other people or if you're making a commitment or a promise to other people. But keep in mind that like going over to do more because you feel like doing more is okay.
Yeah.
And you're not hurting anybody. You're not forcing anyone to be there, but you are also giving people extra time, which is something that many of them will appreciate. It'd
Yeah.
be a whole nother thing if you like pushed like, say you had like a podcast like guest spot that you were doing, and you pushed that back 2 hours.
Right.
Like that's way different than like taking your stream longer. Um, it is important to let yourself have that and not to blame yourself or make it your fault or, like something that you have to feel guilty about.
Yeah. Yes. Feeling guilty is something that I've, that it's something that we work on. It's something that it's one of the reasons why I talk about, why we talk about deconstruction from religion and stuff like that, because I mean, we talked about it earlier on stream. I guess going over like something that becomes so ingrained, and I'm sure like everyone can relate to this to some extent, or in their own ways, but like, yeah, overcoming that tendency to like blame yourself, shame yourself, or for whatever it is that's
Yeah.
happening, project it onto your, as if it's your responsibility
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so let me connect this to the idea of streaming as opposed to just being like general like shame, which a lot of people feel.
Yeah.
There's a reason why I immediately interjected and said let's focus on how that attitude as a streamer might like break your goddamn mind, because you probably know by now that streaming can be, if you don't control it, 100% mind fuck. Because
Yeah.
if you are being like, why am I not growing an audience? Why did my view count just drop? Why did it just go up?
Yep.
What am I doing wrong? Oh my gosh, did I do something wrong? Never do that.
Yep. Yep.
Never fucking do that. Maybe you did do something wrong, but I'll tell you what, dwelling on it in the moment and maybe even later doesn't serve your
Yep.
interest.
Right.
You can only tell what's going to be successful and what's going to be not over long periods of time, and that's even after you
True.
get enough of an audience to be able to judge view count on.
And what do you even like making? Like, what kind of content are you actually interested in doing? What kind of people do you vibe with? You might think it's one thing, and over time learn that it's significantly different. I mean, on the view count thing, like,
Sure.
I used to watch it religiously. I don't look at it anymore. Like, I've arrived at that place over a long period of time. I'll check it here occasionally,
Yeah.
but like, and I understand when people do too. Like, sometimes it's helpful if you're really trying to assess like.
Yeah, please understand, I'm not advocating for don't looking at the view count. Everywhere
yeah.
I look when I'm
Not
streaming, the view
obsessively.
count is there.
Yeah.
And and I don't consider that to be obsessive, because what I do is, if you're able to look at that and be detached from it, you start seeing
Right.
patterns, and
That
you
makes
start seeing
sense.
like what works and what doesn't work. So, but
Not being
that's
affected
another
by it.
level that, yeah, like I wouldn't advise that strategy for like a newer streamer, and I wouldn't even
Yeah.
advise that strategy until maybe you reach a certain, I'm a small streamer too, but at some point I started to realize the view count followed a pattern,
Yeah.
and
That's why I
uh,
still check it, but just not the way that it used to. But that makes sense to me. It better if you could analyze it and not be like emotionally affected or
yes,
just
yes,
like yeah dwelling on it like, oh, I did something wrong or whatever. Maybe like, oh, people left because I was doing this, or you retained viewership because of this. You can like make mental notes
yeah.
of those things.
Yeah, well, right. Or and I'll tell you what I do too. Is at the end of every stream, the first thing I do, lest I forget, um, is I like run through the analytics of the day. I really do. I'm a fucking numbers nerd when it comes to this shit. Um, uh, and I try to like assess, the tweaks that I've made. I like move things around on the stream. I'm a thumbnail Andy, right? Like I know most of my new people. Nobody raids me because they fucking hate me, but that's fine. They're bitches and haters and like weasels. But like where I get my most of my new people are people just scrolling through Twitch, right? And just clicking on it. So what I do is I focus insanely on my clickability, right? Among other things, plus content, but most people aren't
Yeah.
going to like what I have to say. Uh, uh,
Right.
or, or the idea that there's a woman out there that doesn't take shit is also something that doesn't play that well on Twitch. So I have to get as many clicks as possible. And some of the ways that I've come up with set design is to move things around. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but what I do is I'll make a change and then I'll see how it affects the click-through rate, because you just you don't know. There are some things that you just have to just give up the idea that you know anything about what makes success and what makes something fail. Uh, I actually
Right.
don't think. I think it's a whole lot of luck, right? Like you can make things. You can give yourself an opportunity to be successful, but at the end of the day, there ain't no reason why that's going to happen. It's luck. So I just look for patterns and numbers. I make little changes, and I just don't assume I know anything. And uh, I I I go religiously with analytics.
Yeah. No, that reminds me of like when I was in a healthier place with it. Maybe it's because I recently, moved and like had all this stuff going on in my life, that I wasn't really like, I wasn't really. I knew I was going to continue streaming more seriously at some point, but I was very focused on like all the stuff that I had to do in my personal life, and to some extent, I'm still in that place, but I'm sort of shifting out of it, I guess, or trying to. And I guess when I was in a healthier place with like, I guess expectations for stream and stuff like that, that is kind of similar to what I do. I guess at least with Twitch statistics, like taking a look at it, analyzing it, and that is how I learned over time that like if we go back to the structure thing for stream, if I have this like a little bit, like maybe even a backbone, if that's possible, a skeleton, if you will, of a structure, and then letting the rest kind of,
Sure.
flow, because that's more my style anyways, in
Yeah.
terms of how I engage with things, then that can be helpful as well. Just like some pacing maybe that can be
Well, it's
achieved
like
through.
structured chaos, I think. So
Yes.
like so you're hitting on a real truth here. Is that I have a heavy structure because I'm ADD to get on the
I feel
stream and just make streaming possible and make myself available for people, right? And so getting to that point is what makes me able to uh, have sort of a hangout. Like the hangout is not impromptu. The thing I get paid for in my mind is the repeated. Uh, uh, it's it's not more of what I say. It's my being there and being entertaining enough while I'm there consistently, so people can rely on a place to come and hang out and fuck around in, right? It's uh I don't I don't I don't have to feel like I have anything really useful to say at all. I just have to have the ability to show up and like I don't even know what my stream would be like if it weren't for the chat. Like I really,
Yep.
chatters make my content.
I feel like all the streams. I mean, that's what good streams are, in my experience and
like that.
expectation is like you are making the content overall with the chat. That's one of the things that makes them so unique as well. And I think also a thing that is really challenging when you're first starting is like if you don't have a lot going on in that way, you're kind of like,
Yeah,
if you're
that's
used to
hard.
that sort of dynamic. So that can be difficult at first, but I think it goes back to what you said earlier about being consistent. We've been joined by an October 666. Hello.
All right, hello October.
Hey, I love you and your stream
Hey,
so
good to
much.
see you.
And I love hanging out. Literally, I always laugh my ass off, and it's
Oh,
such a highlight.
thanks. Yeah, but
Yeah.
who's
Yeah.
funny? Like I would. I'm funny, right? Okay, I'll give
You're
you
funny
that.
as
But I'll tell you what.
hell.
You are
Oh my
funny.
I'll tell
gosh.
you what. Thank you. But I'll tell you what. The chat is fucking at least as funny, if not more funny, right?
That pops off.
what makes it work is the community, and that actually leads me to another point I didn't think I was going to. Is also part and parcel to having a fun sort of hangout stream is being absolutely picky, and making it unsafe for shitty people to hang around. Like it's not
Yeah.
a safe space, but I'll tell you what, it's unsafe for like chuds and like shitty ass people, right?
It's an
It's very
unsafe space
unsafe.
for them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
So
It's always a fun time, guaranteed. At least for me.
I'm so glad to hear that. I always like having you with the chat.
Thank you,
I
Copyright,
love
for
being
gifting to
there.
Zira. First sub in the channel. Let's go. Okay. Well, did you have anything to contribute other than like telling Polly how awesome she is and funny? I mean, like we talked a little bit earlier. I'm glad that you have rejoined the stream.
Yes. Thank you per request. I mean, I'm happy to share if you had any like specific questions. Earlier I shared a bit about like my backstory with like religion, gayness, etc., abuse, conversion therapy, and such. I don't know. It feels like so long ago now at this point, but I don't know. Is there anything specific on your guys'
In the
mind?
context of this discussion, like you mentioned, I know you're in a lot of the same chats that I attend or spend time in, and like, how did you? I think this is always a generally interesting question. If we're going back to like how people find, Polly Robinette motherfucking people stream through
Yes.
scrolling. How did
Between
you find it?
herself.
Was it through scrolling? I think I found through. I was watching Gwen and then Polly rated, and I was like, okay, and that was a while ago. That was like 2.5 years ago or something. But yeah.
Yeah. I haven't always been the isolated outcast that I am now. But I'm not complaining because one of the things that you do when you try to build a very good community full of funny, non-fucking hoggy people is you piss off a lot of everyone else. And so
Yeah.
it's part and parcel. And I think of it as a necessary sacrifice and a little like badge of honor at how at the type of people who hate me versus the type of people who like me. Like I can't think of a better balance of like telling me and people who watch me how right they are. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I would say so. Polly's stream was sent to me actually by Bleach, because they thought I would really love your stream. So that was how I found Polly. That's actually like why I became active on Twitch as well. And
No way.
Gwen,
awesome.
yeah, and like
That's
all the
awesome.
other cuties. Yeah.
October 666 Origins.
Yeah, that's cool.
I
Well,
know.
I'm glad to hear that. That's fun. And I always
Nice.
like when you're around. So thank you for
Thanks.
popping in to say hello.
Oh my gosh, always.
These origin stories are always like fascinating to me because everybody has like a memory or a moment that makes a strong, meaningful connection develop, at least when it comes to
Yeah.
something as like the internet. So these
Yeah.
stories are always like really pretty and interesting to me.
Yeah,
Do you have one
and
that
it's
stands? Go ahead,
Go ahead.
October.
Oh, I would say, and it's so nice, and like why I love like the cutie coalition and the cutie community
Mm.
so much is like this is the first online space where I feel like I've met other people that have similar backgrounds as I do. Because in my real life, like where I live, it's just not like this at all here. And especially like for example, like with Gwen's stream, I've never met people that were part of the LGBTQIA plus community, but also had like religious trauma, and then also like the same political beliefs and things like that. Where genuinely, like in my real life, I've never met anyone that had gone through anything similar. So it was like I could relate to a lot of different chatters on a different level, and that was like very like my world shook in like the best way possible.
Yeah, well, fuck. I feel like I've become a better person from streaming. I also know a lot more about people. Like you just the number of people that you come into contact with it's something that you can't replicate in real life.
Mm-hmm.
So the things that I've picked up
Yeah.
on have been things I haven't. I've only heard in theory, about like the way human behavior is and how people's brains work and shit. Like to see it actually manifest itself in real life through like just having endless encounters with endless different people. It's fucking
Hmm.
amazing. And I've met people and groups of people that I would have never um, been. I would have never become like anywhere near as familiar with or exposed to as I have through streaming. It's just made me a better person. It's made me more toxic to like shitty people
Mm-hmm.
because I definitely um when you really honest to God focus on intersectionality and like different types of marginalization results in different experiences that's worth hearing about and learning about and listening to and then internalizing. The more you do that, the more average, like mainstream shitty people are gonna be able to not relate to you and get pissed off at you. But you know,
Hmm.
solidarity feels good, and you could tell who doesn't exercise solidarity by, well, I can by my fucking haters, and I think that's for true for a lot of people in and around, the cutie coalition type people.
Hmm.
We're hated by the absolute fucking demons, right? And that's great. I love that.
Yeah.
I would love to, if I got to be defined by anybody, I want to be defined by the people that fucking hate me.
Hell yeah.
Love
Pussies.
that.
Yo, what up, Redolent
We
Thought?
literally have demons descending on us right now.
We have another person joining us.
Okay,
Um,
cool.
yeah, are you familiar with Redolent Thought, Zira, Polly, October?
I'm not.
Real quick, am I echoing? I don't use
I'm not.
Discord.
It's a pleasure to meet your acquaintance.
I don't think you're echoing. You were a little quiet though.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not a problem. I can fix that. I just normally I come into a Discord and everyone's like, "Oh my god, get the f out of here, dude!" I'm like, "Oh, sorry."
I mean,
Okay,
chat could tell me otherwise. They were telling me earlier, or someone.
okay. That when I heard we were doing Discord, I was like, "Oh fuck!" Fuck. Okay. Hi everybody. Nice to meet everybody.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello. This is Redolent Thought. If you're not familiar, how did I guess I found you in USA Holes stream. I don't remember. Maybe you hopped into my chat.
That sounds right. I think Gwen was the first person in the community that I found. Just kind of wandered in late night because there's not a lot of cool late night streams.
And you had been around the Twitch politics community. I mean, we chatted recently, but about your background on this space, but like, you're just hanging out late night Twitch. You're like, here we go. What is this? Yeah, the aesthetic appealed to you.
I was doing a lot of like hanging out in like Discord, like politic debate stuff, and just kind of listening to people. And it's pretty boring, and everyone just gets into the same. The right wingers are gonna just be hypocrites and ignore everything, and then you have people who are like, oh, that's an ANCAP or that's a tanky who are just going fucking nuts, and you're like, oh, okay, all right, well, so just wanted to do like a stream where it would be sort of like a talk show thing where like you could like have like host people where like after a debate you could be like, oh, anyone who was watching the debate or people on that panel, like if you want to come and like go further, like I'm up late, let's go, that kind of a thing. And then it just turned into this mess that I'm working on.
the mess, and it's very technically complex and interesting from my perspective. And we were talking about technical things earlier.
Yeah,
You
I was listening. I was. It takes like 10 minutes for my OBS to start up, so I was like just chilling, lurking.
Yeah, I downloaded those. I downloaded some new plugins that I was supposed to install for using on this stream, but I just had to get stream started in general. So that was my win this time. Ah, there he is.
Hi.
Hello. I don't know if there's any. I don't know if there's any other. What would you say? What advice would you offer on thirst trapping, Redolent? Got any tips to throw in there?
Like just cutting to the chase kind of stuff. I'm more of like a good first date follow up kind of floating head.
Okay.
I don't know.
See.
I've
I don't
never
know.
gone.
I don't
for-
know if my brain is working
think
well enough
with-
to understand.
I do think with like thirst traps, start small, less is more. Always leave them wanting more.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I
like
think
that.
that's
I'm good at
key.
I don't know if I'm good at that.
That's my problem. I just go straight to like dick pic outside in the winter, like cold air, just like hey, what's up?
Winter.
Oh, that's not.
Well,
what we're
it
supposed
does-
to do?
Full
Shit.
transparency.
Yeah, just
It
like
takes
hey,
time to get dialed in.
trying to show my most vulnerable state. Just
Yeah.
If you want to find where that line is where people are always like wanting more, but it's not like too much or like missing like that ramp up to draw them in.
And that's
There's
So
a
where
you
lot
have
of-
to like
there's a-
hook them.
Yeah, exactly.
That's where the soldiers like Polly are on the front lines, figuring out how to go from one stage to the next to wherever that stage. Well, hopefully it doesn't end, right? You just build a new stage, a beach stage to be specific. I guess.
Yeah, that's
Well,
how
I've ordered 10
that's
pounds
how
of-
I plan to do it. Like taking one step at a time, like I said.
I was gonna say I've ordered like 10. I was trying to think of how much sand I would order. 50 pounds, 100 pounds, 500 pounds of sand. How
That's
much?
not
How
a lot
many?
of sand. That's
It's not a
of
lot.
sand.
It's not a lot of sand. I'm not familiar with sand dimensions.
Think of
weights.
a bag of concrete is 50 pounds.
Yeah. Sand weighs less than concrete, I would assume.
I mean,
So, hey,
I
let me ask you-
I would
they
check
pack
to
it
see
in
what the
50-pound
volume
bags.
that you
It's
want
still-
is.
It's the same stuff.
Like, see if you can. Is there a way that you can easily measure the volume?
Who was
Of
that? Me?
sand?
Sorry. Oh, volume. Sorry, I thought you were still on. Like you're quiet. I was like, what? Oh no,
Yeah, we're measuring your volume.
we've moved on. Sand.
Well,
So I
what
think
kind of
what I'm gonna-
space are you trying to fill? Sorry.
I think what I'm gonna do, by the way, is I'm gonna drop until USA Hole and RottedRanch are on for now. Okay.
Okay.
I'll,
Thank
I'll
you
be
for
back.
being here.
You're welcome.
Oh my god, I was dying setting up and like the way that Polly phrased that. I was like, hell yeah, Levelhead's worse than trans. I can deal with the transphobes, but
You're
who
just
really gets
clipping
me? Oh, I'm clipping now. What?
No, you're clipping me out. You're clipping things of people talking shit about me to add to your
No, it
collection,
was-
like
no,
like General
I don't know how
Grievous.
I don't know how to clip. It was just great. Like,
I die.
I can deal with all that, but you know what? People with scuffed fucking audio, the worst. And I was like, let's go.
I came here to represent the scuffed audio.
Let's go.
We would have a
I don't know
scuffed
what I'm
audio
doing.
union,
You
but
sound very like clean and upfront. You have like a professional sounding like. You're like right here, like, right?
I've been
everyone
having
else, no?
problems because like the case fans jumped up 35 decibels and it like absolutely jacked up, like my noise gate and a bunch of like my really dialed in stuff. So I would say based on like I think there's like an 8K, there's like an 8K like background noise thing that's coming through every time I talk. So I feel
So
bad for
frustrating.
I
hate
feel
that
that.
stuff.
Yeah, my PC, if I do too much stuff, once I start doing a bunch of shit here, like the PC, there's like a rattling sound. It sounds like a metal like little marble is like rattling in circles, and I'm always like, that can't be good. But it cuts through and it'll just rattle, and I'm just like, it drives me
You have a
crazy.
water pump?
Yeah.
Is it a bearing issue in your like all-in-one cooler like water pump?
Ooh, that could be a thing.
If it's not a bearing issue, it can be a water bubble. You can fix that by turning it on its side, like turning your PC on its side and letting the pump run for a little bit. See if that clears the air bubble.
Like turn it on and put it sideways?
Yeah, you probably want to put it sideways before turning it on, because like moving it while it's on is way more risky than like changing the orientation and then turning it on.
Fuck yeah. Let's go. I'm going to try that tomorrow.
Easy, simple solutions.
Boom.
So, Level, what space did you want to fill with sand? Did I miss it?
I don't
What's
know.
the
I was
scene?
just trying to imagine how much sand there would be and how many. I was really just trying to figure out how many pounds of sand would be required for a sand scene. But of course, that depends on the size of the room. Of course, how much sand am I going for? The depths of sand. Do I just need a small layer of sand on the bottom, or do I need to like bury myself in sand at some point as part of the sand, the sand experience?
You're gonna need.
There's really a
mean,
lot of
I get-
variables here.
Yeah, I mean, part of it would be, what are you going to do with the sand? You're going to be filming a video? Are you just doing photos? Like, do you need to get into the sand, or can you do
Whatever-
like the bare minimum, like setting?
Whatever the sand demands, really. I just go with
Mysterious, nebulous answer. Come on, give us the specifics. We're all here. We're all here. For
I don't
your
have
stream.
specifics. It's made up.
I didn't realize we were just gonna do whatever the sand told us to do. Is this like a
Let
new
it speak to
spin-off?
you.
Yeah, well,
Yeah. You
that
gotta let
does
the sand.
kind
You
of
gotta let
sound
the sand
therapeutic.
speak to you, like the sands of time. Okay.
God, can you imagine? I'm just like switching my religious trauma in the United States with evangelical Baptists for like how someone would probably feel if they had a similar level of religious trauma, but it was really just like mindfulness and like making sand sculptures that would get blown away.
Yeah, yeah.
My God.
Watching it crumble,
Yes.
watching what things you've created crumble. Hi, DoodleBirb. Is that who I see here?
DoodleBirb.
The bird.
Yo. There is a lazy burb in here. I mean, all the sand questions you could ask for, all the sand questions and answers that you could ask for here today.
There it is. Hello.
Hey.
Wow.
Hello. How's it going?
Hi. I'm streaming right now, and I was trying to get it to work, but it's not working.
In terms of your audio and stuff like that?
Yeah, I think I'm having the same problem Grim had earlier. I wanted you guys to see me, but you can't see me.
If you're currently
Unless I-
live and your camera's being used, you might have to use like the OBS virtual camera.
Yes.
Yeah, I have that set up, but it's not doing the thing. Hold on.
One
Do you have it
Voice
set to
and-
like a scene for your
the droid. What is it called? Droid Cam Virtual Output. That one actually is better than the regular virtual camera, so you can actually see things like if you use the downstream keyer to like have like little pop-up stuff. Like that one actually shows it. The OBS virtual camera doesn't show like that layer because they just didn't think that'd be like a worthwhile thing apparently.
I mean, I only found out about the downstream keyer from you recently.
Oh,
Does any?
Yeah, I probably need to.
I don't know if there's different ways that people use virtual camera. I have my main camera and a scene nested, and then I output that scene through my virtual camera. But I don't know how you.
Yeah, I don't ever use the virtual camera personally. I disable my camera like in like the software OS, like hardware style disable it so that it can be used by other things and cloned.
Interesting.
Wait, so I'm sorry, Readily, can you walk me through it again? Can you type it out to me so I can see if I'm doing anything wrong?
The droid cam one? No.
I don't know
Do
if
you,
that's what.
it's a separate plugin.
Yeah, the scene thing. Like I see you.
I think,
You have
I
your
think
setup.
you were asking. Yeah, you were
So
asking.
the downstream keyer is the way to like, so the regular virtual camera, if I throw like a little thing here, like a little this, that's no matter what scene I'm on, I can throw that and have that same exact thing from the downstream keyer thing. It's what news channels use to like put their lower third graphics on, and they can change stuff. So this guy, Exceldro, every plugin he does is great. So he did that. In OBS, if you don't use the droid cam, you'll hear my sound effects through my stream deck, but you won't see the thing, and you're just like, okay, whatever the hell just happened. So like you can't see that. Like it doesn't output that. So the droid cam virtual camera output is the plugin that literally just like you can throw everything at it and it'll show to everybody. It's great and it's free.
I think that DoodleBirb might have thought I was what I said was redolent, because I was talking about the built-in virtual camera. I do hear an echo when I talk, but not when Redolent talks. Which is a side thing. But,
Actually,
yeah.
I hear everyone's echoing into. I think your Zara, say something because I hear it from somebody else too.
Something.
Yep.
It's somebody, but the green's not popping up. So like, but it's like, I don't know.
It's a mystery.
It's like a subtle little echo. It's nice.
Is it me? Am I
It was
echoing?
Billy.
You're actually not echoing.
It's always
that I can hear.
It was Billy.
Yeah, that's what I hear as well as I heard the echo once Burp joined. As far as the virtual camera, it depends on what you're trying to output. If you go into the settings for it, the little settings wheel. I don't know if you can hear me right now clearly.
I can hear you.
If you go into the settings wheel on it, you can output either your program, preview, scene, or source. So you want to probably go with, I mean, whatever works. You probably want to go with like a scene if you have like a specific thing you want to output and have it remain in our view all the time. I have my camera as one scene that I nest into other scenes, but so I can do that. But if you don't have something like that, you could just output the program as well. That might be more applicable to what your setup is. I don't know what your setup is though, so.
Yeah, I don't know either. I'll be honest. I never had done this before. I might just have to keep it like this for the time being.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
You have headphones on, or no, are you doing like just like open ear, like listening? That might be it.
Can you turn your mic up a little bit, or your output up a little bit, Redolent?
I'm doing open air.
That's what it is. Okay.
That's where the echo is coming from, probably.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's a challenge in Discord and in Video Ninja and that kind of thing. It's just yet another technical annoyance that we regularly deal with. But I mean, it's not insurmountable.
Yeah, it's not a big, like when Hassan has like someone in his room and they don't have their headphones on. There's like a slight echo, and you still watch the video and whatever.
Yeah, can you turn up at all, Redolent?
Yeah.
Because I have you cranked in Discord.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I wanted to show you guys on stream.
You wanted to show what's on stream?
I don't know how. I don't know how Hassan does it. So
you can do a screen share.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, let me just go to your stream. Let me just show you on stream. It's fine.
I'll show you
Oh,
on.
share
I'll
my
show
screen?
you on. You can show your. You can share your screen. I didn't know if that's what you meant, but you can, in fact, go capture my stream, and I could go capture yours. That would be an idea.
Just keep in mind that there will probably be delay.
Yes, for visual. I've done it a couple times before. Capture the farts. Capture these nuts,
Oh.
Sriracha Ace.
Love it.
Got him. Is that any better? A little louder?
I think
Did
so.
you fart?
I
Don't
mean, I
be
can crank it. I
farting.
just don't want to like go over Unity too much. But I mean, I can.
I have you at 200 right now, and I turned my master volume up by 30%.
Holy shit. Okay.
Yeah, I had you all the way up at 200 as well in Discord.
Okay. I'm normally the loudest. Can I turn up myself on Discord? This ancient system that nobody should use because
You might be able. You might be able to.
You might be able to settings and
change
then
your settings,
voice
yeah.
and video. That should bring you to
How's this?
your input
Hello.
device input volume.
Hello.
Bam.
Hi. No.
Look there. Look.
Not any better. Bum, ba, bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum.
No, I don't know.
It's not much louder.
I mean, you could lower the overall volume in here. I see. Look, if you look at my stream, it's like Doodle is here. It's like they're here.
Wonderful.
Oh yeah. Oh, looks so good.
That's fantastic.
Sorry, I was muted. I got a rate, so I was talking to the stream real quick. I'm sorry
no worries.
about that.
No worries.
dare you.
Welcome Raiders to Doodle stream. I don't know if I heard the echo. I don't think I hear the echo as much anymore, so that's cool. It's vaguely in the background.
It's pretty faint for me. I could just ignore it.
Yeah.
Like me.
Maybe just pull this back a little bit. That probably help. Aw. Yeah, I don't know if Sarah
go back
Sarah
this way.
mentioned like a game or something. That Doodle said something about a game. Is that correct? Do I know? Is this a thing? Are we just chilling?
I signed up for any and
Oh
all.
yeah. So I thought that it was just gonna be me and you on at this time. So I was like, we could play like the Suica game, that watermelon game. We could do like little like channel point gambas and stuff like that while we chat.
What is that? What is that game that you're talking about?
Oh, Suica is like it's a game on the Switch, but they started to put it over onto PC. And basically you're just like combining fruits and the goal is to make a watermelon.
Okay.
That's the goal. Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds really
Interesting.
cute.
Oh wait, Kaya's here now. Kaya has arrived.
Welcome.
Saying like, what up, baby?
What up, baby?
Kaya,
I'm
hey.
saying like, what's up? Yo, my fucking stomach hurt, dude. Yo, listen, I shit twice.
Are you okay, Kaya?
Oh no.
No,
Why
I'm
does
not
God
okay.
send
Don't
his
ask me if I'm
heaviest
okay. You better
tummy
ask the
hurts?
toilet. Shit. Nah, How are you guys doing tonight? I'm saying like, what's up?
We're chilling.
I'm doing very good.
That's good. How you doing, October?
I'm good. I'm actually probably gonna go to sleep. I have work in a few hours, and I just wanted to hop on for a request. But thank you again for having me. I hope you guys have a wonderful stream. I'll be lurking in chat in my subconscious, but I'll be chatting if I'm not completely unconscious.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks
Sleep tight,
again.
sis.
And
It
we'll
was
good
nice to
night.
meet you.
likely see you again soon for the continued Bible study with Talorks.
Yes. What was it? Ministry of These Nuts. I'll be
Yes.
there.
Okay. We'll be expecting you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye. So now we have
That is a service.
What up with you, Big Red? How you feeling?
Broken and quiet, apparently.
Broken and quiet.
I hear you, kinda. I mean, good enough. Like I can hear you.
I mean, I can.
The good news is I do still hear you.
This is as loud as I can go.
That's pretty good.
Oh, that's better.
Yeah, that sounds alright.
I just
There's probably
put the slider all the way up, and now I'm like crackling on my side. So
it's
I
probably.
mean, I can hear like the.
yeah.
I think Zira accurately maybe diagnosed there's like the actual input volume for the device like within Windows settings can sometimes be lowered. I don't know if that's what you were mentioning, but that's just another part of the game stage that's annoying sometimes.
Right,
I
like when your
just don't
operating
use.
system decides that it wants to put you at like 40%, and
Morton,
you're like,
don't point
why
guns at
does
my
that get
chat.
louder?
Or don't point guns at cats with my face. Complicit, Morton. What are you doing? That doesn't seem like I would do something like that. Actually, yeah, you can do it. Whatever. You got the emotes, so. Let's see, Kaya.
Oh wait, you
Kaya,
have
Kaya.
me on screen. Oh wait,
Yes.
okay, hold on. Wait,
I do have you on screen.
Yes.
I did picture in picture from the browser and just like dragged you over there, and it fits perfectly. So it's like,
Easy.
easy mode. Wow.
Nice. Okay, and I'll just show you guys like this. Oh wait, now I'm just in the way. Okay, hold up.
Nice.
I'm so confused. Okay, there we go. We did it. Dun 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 dun.
Got him.
It's so aesthetic.
There you go. So much. Hell
Fucking
yeah.
party type.
That takes me back.
Right.
I guess like it's DoodleBird mentioned like they thought we were gonna be talking and playing games. That sounds very chill. I'm sorry about the miscommunication on that, but we are all just chilling now. I'm glad to have you all here. I generally don't even know what time it is, like at all at this point. How far are we into stream? 14 hours, 47 minutes. Zach has abandoned me. He no longer shares the load. No, he'll be back, I'm sure. I'll force him. But like, go play beats right now. I'm gonna sleep for 15 minutes.
Sleep beats 15 minutes at a time.
Sleep
Sounds like a
beats.
YouTube channel.
Yeah, sleep beats for real. Well, I guess Redolent thought we touched on your stuff a little bit. DoodleBirb, like I am not like I see you around all the time. One comment that I've heard about you is that like you're good at networking and Twitch in general. Like we always just see you everywhere, like doing the thing, but like genuinely interacting and engaging with people. Do you have like a method for that? Does this come naturally to you?
Impure.
Does my question make sense?
No, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'm honestly it doesn't feel that way to me. I'm a chatter.
Right.
So I think
Yeah.
that's where it comes from. I just like engaging with people. I I never really thought that I would be considered to have like a knack for it or anything like that. But I just always wanted to kind of just share my thoughts with people and share my art with people.
Mm-hmm.
And since I lost my job earlier this year, this was like a chance for me to pursue that as an option, and it worked out.
Interesting. Were you doing graphic design and stuff like that?
No, I didn't do any art like based jobs before now. I went to school for
Wow.
it. I have like a degree in fine arts, but I never really was able to do anything with it. I did commissions here and there, but it wasn't until I started streaming and using Twitch that I was able to fully use my degree basically.
That's cool. I mean, it's awesome to be able to like get that opportunity, I guess, and do it in a way that's like creative and unique for you, as opposed to I went to school with a lot of graphic designer people. I went for digital media production, and it's just a lot of overlap between these things. But yeah, a lot of them they just wind up working for clients all the time. Like they're never really making their own artwork, so it's awesome they have a creative outlet in that way.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
awesome. Like I always find it I love seeing how people are able to like integrate things that they've learned or I guess did in school as like a way to like push that push that talent more into like what they do in their day to day or like as a hobby or even like a as like a profession. because I like for me like graphic design like and I know people don't mean any harm by it, but like when people say, "Oh, you do graphic design because you do art," I don't. I'm not a graphic designer, but
Right.
but yeah, it's cool seeing like people use like a medium, and I like seeing different ways of how people use their media. Like you make videos, you do music.
Hmm.
Redolent does like a talk show type beat for his streams. It's really cool, like the different ways that he implements like what he went to school for, like the like teaching about like fascism and stuff. Like that's really cool. Like I it's also like really engaging the way that he
Yeah.
interacts with the audience, the way that he like can boo people, like throw them out into like the sea and things like that, or throw
Airlock,
them out into space
eject.
and blow
Yeah.
them up. Like all that stuff's
Shoot
really
him with the
cool.
laser. Yep.
Yeah.
And it's all broken right now. But thank you.
So
Thank you.
honestly, like, I'm just like I get inspired by you guys more than anything.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I could agree with that so much. I mean, Kaya is probably one of the streamers that's inspired me the most, literally, and I've told them that before. But like, I know that Kaya says the same thing about Gwen, aka USA Hole. But yeah, for real, like I think I even mentioned this to someone the other day. It was like Kaya is somebody who laughs very genuinely and like loudly, and I don't know, I've had my own mental health struggles, but like it sounds simple, but to me that like was, I don't know, it just like having the permission to just like express yourself in that way. I don't know if it's a permission thing or it's just like seeing somebody else do it and then being like, oh, I can let loose in that way.
Yeah.
Kaya.
Like,
That's really nice. That's amazing.
yeah, Kaya's amazing. I love going into Kaya's streams. It's very chill. It's very laid back. I like talking with them, engaging with
Except for,
them. Like we have like a
except for when I'm screaming, right?
yeah.
Fucking screaming. Right? I gotta chill.
I mean,
with
that's
that.
But
the
it's
best part
funny.
too.
It's fun. I also
Yeah.
like the Wheel of Fortune stuff that you do. I think that's like one of my favorite things that you do on stream.
Yo, that shit's fun, dude. I'll be playing that shit dolo.
Yeah, for real.
Might as well all play it. Let's all play it. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Fun is
Joe be
fun.
going hard in that
That's
shit.
how it goes.
Sitting
If
Cow
it's
is
fun,
very
it's
good
fun.
at Wheel of Fortune. Like Sitting Cow, every time I'm watching the stream, like Sitting Cow's like, oh, maybe this, and you're like, yo, dubs for Sitting Cow. What the fuck? Like,
Yeah, yo, that's
Every-
real.
Do you know your Ed? Do you know your Ed, Redolent?
oh no, am I louder?
Okay, I'm just letting you know. You are
It's
louder,
broken.
yeah.
Everything's broken.
Yeah, you sound like Ed. Yo,
Perfect.
Are you Ed?
Everything's broken.
Is this Ed?
There you go.
Is this Ed right now?
Hey, what's
Ed,
going
yeah.
on, babies? Hey, what's going on?
Hey, what
Hey.
up, Ed?
Fucking
Hey.
Ed right now, bro?
Is this
Hey, what's going on?
Yo, what's
Just
good?
Just
Big
working on
E.
some shit. Everything's broken. The bald guy's quiet. We could just fuck him. Like, we'll just go down here, baby. Oh,
We
what's
got
this?
Big Red and Big Ed.
Let's go.
Oh shit, we blew these guys up. Who's that? We got oh, Spilly and Gwen. Oh, look at that. Oh, and then always dipshits in screen 4. We were just testing lasers out. We would never do that to Rotted. We would oh shit. Okay. New laser.
I'll take double the laser for
There he
Reddit.
goes.
Oh no. Got him. Got him, everybody.
We got him. Yeah, I think I really relate to the whole thing of being inspired by how people use their medium. I think that like I definitely relate to that a lot because one of the ways that I've described Twitch and OBS and all of these various tools is like it is very creative and it's very like in a way that you might not expect. You may look at it as like a technical thing, and it can be, but like it can be very, very creative and just go around the various streamers that like we featured today and like pay attention to it from that aspect. And like if you haven't given mind to that before, doing it now, you'll be like, okay, there is really a lot of creativity going on here, and usually involving not just the streamer but people who like help them out or contribute ideas or even artwork and stuff like that.
Yeah, the communities that surround all of these streamers are incredible. And you find so many creative people, so many dedicated people people who are genuinely just like kind, generous, funny. And I feel like it really kind of makes the experience because you get to meet people and make friends in a community watching something that you truly enjoy, that you appreciate, that you feel like is worth coming back to. That's a big deal, especially as bleak as that kind of experience can be. So many people struggle to find community. They struggle to find people on the same page with them. They struggle to find people that aren't wild, crazy hogs. It's nice that there are so many refuges
That's real.
on Twitch
Yo,
and YouTube.
Definitely.
yo, I feel so blessed by the fucking good Dark Lord that fucking hyperspace came across me. Like, yo, that's really like one of my bestest friends. Like, for real.
Hyperspace is truly a wizard.
Like for real, for real. Like I talk to him all the time and shit. Like we have like the same humor. It's amazing.
That
The,
is
the exact
awesome.
same humor, yo.
Making friends.
It's like
And
telepathy. We're like telepathic with each other.
that's like sibling shit. In my experience, that's
Real shit.
most
It is.
telepathic I am with anyone is my brother and sister. But
Dude.
Wait, honestly, I feel that way about like a Kaya and Gwen USA Hole. Like I call USA Hole like my twin bee.
Yo.
mm-hmm.
Yo, that's real, me and Gwen fucking when they first started like, when they damn near when they first started streaming. Yo, I used to when I was just a chatter, we used to like I would say something in chat and they were saying it. And they'd be like, "Oh shit, you were saying the same thing." Like, yo, like we like that's like they'd be like, "Oh shit, we stay on the same shit because we really do. We really fucking do."
Love I like turtles.
That's where that Twitch shit's at.
Hey.
No, it's getting to my bedtime. I don't want to turn into a pumpkin on camera. At least not without selling tickets first. So I thank you so much for inviting me to this beautiful and lovely marathon. And I'm just gonna depart at the top of the hour ad break.
Amazing.
Got him. There we
Thank
go.
you for being here. It was nice to meet you. And
I know. I always see you
Just like
from chat,
Jill.
and it's really nice to have a conversation.
likewise, thanks for being here again. And we'll see you
It
around
was
for
nice
sure.
to meet you.
Nice to
Sweet
meet
It's
you.
dreams.
wonderful to meet you too. Take care, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
And then there were 4. I can't
Yo,
count.
hold up. I got you.
What?
What is it? Where is it? He doesn't see what's happening. He doesn't have a clue.
Who?
He'll fall in love, and here's the bottom line. Our trio's down to 2.
Yay, more Kaya singing.
I had to, bro.
Yes.
I had to. Yo, I love that Doodle. Yo, Doodle Bob was on it. Yo, they said.
Yeah, for
who?
real. I
They said,
got you.
who?
I got you.
Yo, yes, it's the who for me every time. Who? Oh my god, dude.
I guess you
Okay,
just
see.
proved the prior point about the telepathy or whatever, being on
Yo,
the same wavelength.
We was on it. You feel me? Like, yo, come on. Let's go, let's all participate this time. No, I'm just all right, everybody on 3. Yo, we just break out into song and dance.
It's like we had actually organized a complex dance routine.
No, like, could you
just for this
really
moment.
imagine, like we're actually like not individual streamers, and this was all like just a show.
I wouldn't mind. Let's do it.
like yo, all the fucking, like yo, we're like giving our vows and shit, and it's like you're like, what the fuck, yo, there's like nobody's gonna stream no more. It's like, yeah, nah, bro.
It's the last. Yeah, it's the last bastion. We planned it all out.
This is the finale, bro.
Yes, it's
Dog,
been a
like,
gaslight. A very complex gaslight this entire time, involving multiple paid actors, or are like, how is that working? AI generation.
Yo, all you hear in the background is, all right, that's a wrap. Like, wait, what? Like, be quiet. What? Cameras come out of nowhere, like big ass cameras. What? Whoa, what?
I mean,
Got him.
It seems plot. It seems you better watch out, chat. You never know what's gonna happen next.
Yo, for real.
Don't trust.
See what's about to happen next.
Gotta keep
okay?
you on your toes.
Absolutely. I'm like out of brain power, so I don't know if anybody has any questions to ask of each other, or if we have another person,
I
become
have
another
one.
person. Question.
Ooh, Dr.
Question
What
time.
made you
what up,
guys?
baby? Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead, DoodleBirb. My bad.
Hell.
No problem. What made
Ayo.
you guys want to start streaming?
Yo, it's because fucking I be doing fucking silly ass shit, and I don't know. I put a camera in front of it. That's all I did. I just do dumb ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, me and Sammy Joe, we say funny ass shit, and I always talk about. I was like I be telling her, I'll be like, yo, I swear, if there's aliens out there, they're watching us and they're cracking the fuck up. You know that? They're having
They
the
better
time of their
will.
fucking life watching us, bro. Like if we're like on the TV, like some reality shit or some shit, you know, for some aliens.
We've
That'd
been
be
joined
cool.
by
Fun.
DrYazman.
The mighty Sarah wants a cookie Sammy.
Oh my gosh.
Welcome in.
Oh snap!
Yo, Dr. Yasmin, a fellow freestyle. Well, they do freestyles on stream. I saw one that you put in your story recently that was quite good, I would say. But that's like, that's not like the focus of your content, right? It's something that you wound up doing.
Yeah, it's something I've been kind of doing since I mean, I've only been streaming since February, funnily enough, I guess. But I've been freestyling since I started, but I've only come into it in the past maybe 2 years. I was nervous as hell to freestyle on stream when I first
Oh
started.
my god,
doing
me
it.
too.
It was so nerve-wracking because I'd only done it in front of like a couple of my friends and like in real life, and so to
Yep.
just start doing it on stream, you know, it was nervous at first, but yeah, it's fun. It's
just
part of my
gotta-
streams, but not the main part.
Yeah, you just got to not take yourself serious. Well, it's like you have to not take yourself seriously the same way you would in front of your friends because they don't take you seriously, and then you have to recognize that. Don't. There's no seriousness involved whatsoever, and you're good to go.
You got to yeet into it and just do it. You know, I think we're like, and I think 9 times out of 10 we're more critical of ourselves than other people are anyway. So
Every time.
yeah.
I mean, I could say that about lots of people. Probably everyone here could, if they're being honest, would relate to it. I don't know. Maybe some
Fuck
people are
my
just like,
stream
I'm
life."
awesome.
We got some amazing people here, by the way.
Absolutely.
DoodleBirb, Redolent,
Hello.
Kaya, absolutely love it. All these
Let's
cuties
fucking
that I see
go.
like around all the time, like
How are
amazing
you
to
doing?
be here with y'all.
How you doing, Dr. Yasmin? I'm saying like, what's up?
I mean, I'm doing pretty good. I had a long day, so I'm a little tired. Not as tired as LEVLHEAD is, but but you know, like I'm doing good. You know, I'm chilling out finally. So great to be here with y'all too. So
Heck yeah, I think that DoodleBirb asked a great question to move things around. Is like how you got interested in starting streaming. So we started to hear from Kaya. I don't know if I interrupted you mid explanation or
No.
not.
No,
Oh,
no, I wasn't saying too much.
Would you like to answer the question, Dr. Yasmin?
sure. I mean, so I've been thinking about streaming for probably, you know, I actually set up my like a kind of like a beta Twitch profile maybe like a year and a half before I actually started. So maybe like sometime in 2021, and then I just chickened out and I didn't start doing it. You know, I guess I can like rant at length about stuff. So you know, I've always kind of wanted to do it and just have that platform. I enjoy it, but like the thing that made me want to that convinced me to actually go ahead and do it was I saw shout out to Forrest of Wires.
Okay.
He was doing this. I got into his channel through a raid from the Sushi Dragon, and if anybody's seen the Sushi Dragon, he does this. Like y'all were talking about what people do with media before. Sushi Dragon does this like wild live editing. He's got all this like augmented reality stuff, and he's hitting buttons, and he's got like a dozen cameras, and then he raided Carl DeLind and Forrest of Wires, who does that same sort of thing, and I was like, that's amazing. Like, I wonder if I could do that. And Sushi Dragon was talking about how just before he raided Forrester Wise, he was talking about how he didn't have any like programming experience or qualifications or anything when he first started, didn't know how to do graphics. And I was like, he was just this dude who just started doing it. And then he rated Carl DeLinden, Forrester Wise, who I found out not long after that started the same way. And I thought, at that point, I thought like, I want to try to do something visually like that. It's so cool what people can do with media, you know. And like you're here freestyling, and you look at what RottedRanch's got going, and it's amazing. And then I saw another streamer, Rat Resonance, who he's just real chill, and he's just this. It's the exact opposite, you know. There's really no graphics. It's just he's just there in his room, just hanging out. And I was like, I can just try to do that. They all did that, so I actually
here we are.
Yeah, I DM'd. Basically, it all started because I DM'd Forrester Wise, and you know, like hip hop culture, you know, you don't want to like bite people's shit. So I DM'd Forrester Wise because I wanted to use one of his slang terms, and I was like, "Can I say the word?" You know, it's just the word "gumbled." Like I was like, "Can I say that on stream? I don't want to bite your stuff. So if you give me permission, I will. But if you don't want me to, I won't."
Would it have been hard not to use it? Had it become part of your normal vernacular at that point? You're like,
not really.
You just wanted to use it.
I just wanted to because it's fun. Like it's cool for the flavor, you know. And like he responded to me. And not only did he was like, "I'm so honored you would want to use any of my stuff." And then he got in like a voice chat and he was showing me how to do graphics stuff, and like I was amazed. And so he just showed me how to do everything he does. And so here I am.
Dang, just free ask and you shall receive, I guess, right?
People are so like I noticed like, you know, people have been so like helpful and just so brilliant on this, you know, in our community. So especially, you know, the amount of people from like USA Whole and you LEVLHEAD, and like so many people have just been absolutely brilliant in any contact I've had. So, you know, like how could I not want to stream, you know? Like how could I not want to be part of this with y'all? So like that's here I am.
Because that networking thing is super important. You got to find your group, whether it's other streamers or you know, like chats that you hang out in, which is kind of the same, like one and the same. Like yeah, when I first started, I definitely didn't do that or know how to do it, or I hit up any streamers. I didn't know, and it was a bad decision because I didn't know anything about it. Not only is that hard to get started with no chat that way, but like when you do eventually get people in, they're trolls. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
They are trolls.
I mean, not all of them.
I've luckily never had to really deal with too many trolls since I started. I'm honestly surprised that I managed to, I guess, get to where I am now. I think it's just because I started off as like a chatter, and I was like in so many different communities. When I started streaming, I just had like a lot of people from those communities like come over and show their support that way, and we just kind of grew from there.
Could it also be that you're smart, funny, cool, and good at streaming?
That's what I was gonna say.
Nah.
Like it's impossible to go in there and just be a dick nose, you know? Just chill, calm.
Well, thank you, Redolent.
Even talking about like we'll get into some heavy shit, and you're just like, oh yeah, you know, that's one way to think about it. Like if someone's being a little edgy, you're like, yeah, no, that's okay, and then you just move on, and it's like, oh,
managing
we gotta learn
chat.
how to use that shit. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
I'll just lurk and just try to get work done. I'm like, I can't get any work done. I'm gonna be talking in chat and gotta hang up the burbs, and I can't.
Speaking of trolls,
I'm sorry.
Shout out to everybody's mods. Like Sarah wants a cookie here, doing a fantastic job. By the way,
in more ways.
Sarah's amazing.
Yeah,
absolutely incredible.
I think Sarah was the one who got all this put together. If I'm not mistaken.
Heard of her.
Yeah, for the most part.
Never heard of you, Sarah. Wants a cookie.
Fuck you.
Wow.
By the way, Redolent, I'm like tripping out on your visuals here. You got some like cool stuff going on.
Dude.
Oh, thanks, man. If I mute myself, there's too much shit, and we're trying not to step on people's toes because Discord, I can't mute. It's all or nothing, so it's like it's everything And it's like if I start hitting shit, just like yo,
Players making demands in
like
the
while
chat.
someone's talking, like just be like, shut the fuck up, Ed, piece of shit. So we're working on some stuff. We got some new stuff. Our artist Vicky's incredible. She's in Ukraine. She's been dealing with I don't know, a Putin piece of shit for 2 years. She's had to move like 4 times.
wow.
She's had to leave her computer behind 3 times. So every time I can get her work, any extra money, I'm buying more artwork through Vicky so she can buy a what do you call them, a draw tablet? Is that what that's called?
Like a Wacom?
Yeah.
Just stuff like that, just like so she can keep working and stuff. So we're working on like a whole new thing, a whole new direction. So when we leave the space station, this is the new. Here, we put a lot of work in today. You ready for this shit?
Alright.
Here we go.
Ooh,
Yo.
Let's go.
that's cool.
It gets great.
fucking lit.
There's so many crazy things.
Oh, like Star Trek. Hype.
Yes.
Yo, I love that like 50s
Oh my
pulpy
god!
comic
Oh my
kind of vibe.
god! Who
Hey,
the fuck
it's
is that?
child
Jeez.
hands.
Oh my god!
Child hands.
Is that child hands?
That's child hands.
Hi,
we,
child
we have
hands.
a whole we had a
Oh,
whole
boy.
bit ready, but it's not with Video Ninja. So he was going to be our. We were going to have him. Oh jeez. Yep. You're on stream, buddy. We had a whole song ballad we were going to perform for you, but we're kind of skipping it right now.
I don't know.
Oh.
By the
look at
way,
that. Emote come fountain. Thank you.
can we? I'm genuinely curious, like, for the answer to that question about how you're like, what made you want to start streaming, like Redolent and Kaya, like I really want to hear that. So, like, if you guys would answer, you don't have
Kaya,
to. But,
Kaya,
yeah.
you go first because we've been talking.
You already
Or Kaya's.
answered.
Come on the floor.
Okay.
No.
It's all good. What you
Yeah,
got, Redolent?
Yeah, we here we'll just move to a different little place here. We'll get out of here.
My answer was short and sweet. Don't worry, you didn't miss much.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It was really short.
I'll get it out of him later. But like Kaya, I need the detail
Yeah.
timeline.
Yeah, no, we
Day
just
one.
super into politics. Always studied politics. Studied a bunch of, the bald guy. He's really old. He's like 42 or some shit. Don't tell his family. They'll be like, oh my god, you're fucking old as fuck. Didn't own a computer for 20 plus years. Just doing music and traveling and blah blah blah. And then someone was like, hey, I like all of your ideas, and I need to, spend a little bit of money to just spend it, because he was like selling a business or some shit, and he's a friend of ours, so we were like, okay, yeah, you believe in us to help fund the thing, and okay, great, awesome. So that's kind of where it started with, and then we had this idea for a long time with this whole thing, and a friend of his was like, I think that's enough artwork. We had like 3 pictures. She was like, I think that's enough. And I was like, oh no, we're gonna do so much more. We're gonna go fucking nuts with this shit. So, the whole idea with this is studying fascism. Oh, hey, what's up? Some people say this is sippy. It was supposed to be spilly, but to be determined. When you talk about fascism, he's everywhere. It devolves really quickly into just, oh, you don't know what fascism is, or fascism's a meaningless word, blah, 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 blah. So, while talking about it, like, okay, like if we don't have guests on the show, oh my god, Stream Deck, you're broken. So if we have guests on the show, they go in the cubes, right? And we have like points, blah blah blah.
I like your visual. That's cool.
Okay.
Kaya, how?
I just got a raid. Sorry. Go ahead. Thank you for the raid, Igloo. I am confused. I got discombobulated. We returned to that. That was something that came up in the conversation with the grandma. Discombobulate. Fucking boxed my ears. I got my ears boxed, and then a fucking napkin threw in my face, and then solar plexus or something, whatever the fuck happens in that movie, by the raid. Due to the fact, Igloo, thanks for the raid and for subscribing at Tier 1. Let's go. I appreciate that. Because my raid alert worked all stream, and now it's doubling. Oh, I see why. Actually, it's problem solved. My fault. Okay. It's the second time it happened. I didn't resolve it the first time or care enough to address
It's
it.
been 15 hours. I think you're good. Like
That's true. Yeah, that's
You're doing
fine.
a
At least I had
heroic-
the alerts working, so that was like honestly shocking. Like they all worked. I think.
You're doing a heroic job.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe this is the this
I
is
don't
the
know about doing
Final
15
9 hours.
hours. That's you're putting in a lot.
low power. Fucking.
What's the
Who's
longest
seen
everybody has streamed before?
24?
24, yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
11 or
previously.
12.
10 hours? 10 or 11?
I think mine was like 25 or 26.
Yeah,
Oh,
you've done some
shit.
real long streams, guy.
Fucking bangers.
Yeah, I've seen some of your like epic length streams. Like, yeah, you've done some real long ones.
Yeah,
I
you go
think
to
the
bed,
longest
you wake
one
up,
I
you're
did-
still going. Like, what? Like, Jesus.
My longest one so far was only like 6 or 7 hours. So I haven't done one of these days. I'm gonna do like a 12-hour stream or something and see how I go. It'll probably be fine though. I don't know.
You might be considering turning off all the lights after a certain period of time. Like, no more lights. No more lights for me. Even though previously we had to turn them up. But what I really need is a different lens. Something that doesn't have to get turned up so high in ISO. But I imagine it must be nice not having to deal with a camera, like if you're DoodleBirb. But then again, like, you have to deal with so much other shit that I don't have to deal with in terms of your
Technical
animation
stuff.
and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know how to, because what I was gonna do was do like a stream together thing. But I didn't realize there were still people on, so I was like, oh no. Oh no, I don't know what to do.
DoodleBirb
Yeah.
shit is so like tight and polished. Like you just see
Yo,
like a
it
little like
looks
okay,
fantastic.
like oh okay, I'm gonna go to another little scene
Oh,
and gets
thank
off the
you.
little desk and like goes off screen and you're just like oh my god,
Yes.
God damn it, I want to steal so much from you, but I don't want to make it obvious. I'm gonna
You're gonna have to put thought into it.
or just like this like what was you picked a like owl? Is that your favorite animal or you just like the design originally or like with the different suits? Then you're like
I've
oh
al-
right now I'm cat doodle right now, and then you have the different suits and I'm just like oh my god this is awesome.
I mean, for me personally, I just they're not like my favorite animal, but I do really like owls. I've always like I have like a bunch of different Beanie Baby owls from
Oh,
when I was in
cool.
the hospital. My mom and dad, they knew that I liked owls, so they always bring like little Beanie Babies. And I had like a shirt with like an owl on it. I've had like a jacket with an owl design. I have like a necklace that's an owl, and then like you can move out the wings for it, and there's like a little clock. So I do like owls a lot. I have like a little owl figurine. So I just kind of just incorporate that into my design. And I like to doodle a lot, and like owls are birds, so doodle
What
bird.
is your favorite animal then? It sounds like owl is your favorite animal.
You would think so.
Like snakes. I got one snake in the back, but it's my favorite. Love it.
My
Fantastic
favorite
avatar
animal
you
are
got.
dogs. I love dogs.
Hell yeah.
Yo, dogs, bro. I miss having a dog. I used to have a silky terrier. It was a cute little dog. But
Like, yeah, I was gonna say little dogs or big dogs. Like, do you have a
Little dog.
preference? Little dogs seem cool.
I'm cool with both. I mean, I'm cool with both though, but like it's just it's like easier to maintain a little dog, like.
I agree.
Everyone in everybody's chat just went to like the chat to see if anyone's like fuck dogs. Like anyone say anything bad about dogs? Fuck you. Get out of here, piece of shit.
I got a cat at the moment though.
No. That is
I got
an
a cat
old
at the moment
reference.
though. Like I wanted a dog, but like the last place I lived at didn't have any fences, so like I just couldn't really keep a dog, and I didn't want to keep it inside all the time, so I ended up with a cat. But she's a cool little cat though,
Hey, cats are fine. Don't apologize for cats. Fuck yeah, cats.
No, I love her, but it's like, like I would have a dog too if I could. I probably could now, but I just, I
It's
don't
also
need
the
two
amount
pets
of
right
work that like a lot of people don't have the time to train a dog to like
Yeah.
like open the door and like the dog will just stay there. Like when you live in cities and you see people just take the dog off the leash and the dog just runs down the street, you're like, oh, you're a terrible owner. You have no idea. Like, the dog's going to get hit, or maybe it'll come back, or the dog's going to take a shit on the sidewalk, and you're like, oh, I wasn't there, so I didn't see it. You know, you're like,
I'm amazed.
You're a terrible dog owner.
I love seeing well-trained dogs. Like I saw somebody walking their dogs, like 2 of them, and they were completely off leash, and they just, they're walking right there, and I was like, yo, like, respect to people training their dogs like that. And it's so cool seeing animals do that stuff. Love it.
It's also the environment. We had a dog for 7 years, 8 years, and our little one got super allergic, couldn't keep. So we asked, parents, like, hey, I know, are you up for another dog? And they were like, well, and then they were like, oh my God, she's the best. Like, she's so well trained. And we were like, really? Maggie? Okay. Like, she's just like in a different environment out in the woods in Vermont. She's just like, thrived, but like in the city, she was just scared of everything. So you're just like, All right, killed the momentum with that one. All right, let's go.
I was going to respond to Aaron's AA Ron, or also I could put it that way. 4 cats, 2 dogs, 3 acres. I grew up on 3 acres. That's all I had to say. 3 acres of these nuts. Okay, sorry.
There's a streamer.
Oh, fucking got him, dude.
Got him.
That's
Easy.
Right. That's right.
Easy clap.
Level's got 2 pets. These nuts.
Raid. Raid after raid after raid after raid.
Raids for days.
It's almost like it's like an event and people actually care.
It's almost like people know about it.
Wonderful, thoughtful thing, It's
Yes, absolutely.
Nice.
We got LEVLHEAD with the Herculean 24-hour stream, absolutely killing it, and we are like 15 hours in, and like you'll be killing it for another 7, something like that.
Yeah. I'm gonna get Zach in here and probably get to some I don't know. I'll play some music, chill out for a little while, come back with hopefully the drum set up. So that's coming up.
Oh, let's go.
In the future. Yeah. Thank you for the raid. That one black guy, and welcome in, raiders. Here, I guess I should show you my face. This is my face. Oh, this is my face. Is that my face? There's my face. It is I.
This is my face.
Hey.
This is my face.
There's stuff over here. There's streamers around me. DoodleBirb, RottedRanch, DrYazman, RottedRanch is down there.
What up?
Just sad little puppy dog with the sad puppy dog picture at the bottom.
I am just a sad little puppy dog.
Shout out that one black guy. Fuck yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'd love to see it.
Welcome in. Thanks to all the new followers from all the various streams. Michelle Doodles, Pope Lols, and Bunkbot. That's real.
Undyne fan said, little dogs are easier, but big dogs can take your aggressive affection easier. Yo, that's so true. Like, that's one thing I love about big dogs. When you see them, you just roll up and you just go like, psh, you give them a big old pat, like big old slap on the butt, and it's like amazing. You can't do that with a little dog. Like, yeah, exactly, Renal, like that. Yeah.
Got him.
That's how it's done. You rough them up, but in a loving way. They love it.
Yeah, exactly. They like it. Yeah.
By your hands, wrestle them, little wrestle sesh.
My cat.
It's good for the soul.
I pat my cat like a dog now. Like she did, and she's weird. Like the first time I did it, I was just doing it as a joke because you can't really pat cats like that usually. But I went up to her one day and I was like, "What if I pat you like a dog?" And I just went like, psh, psh, psh. And she's like all arching up into it. And I was like, "That's so weird. Like what cat likes that?"
You never know what a cat likes until you try.
We got one of those. We got one of those cats. We got one of those like. She's like, oh, yeah. She just comes up all weird, like, oh, yeah, just get in there on the back. Oh, yeah, like, oh, okay. She's very small and meek. The other big cat is just kind of the bully, but she's just like, oh, yeah, smack me a little bit, rough me up a little bit. I'm like, okay.
I like how we're hearing about this from the the alt ed version, even. Which version of Ed is this, or what?
This is a Zardoz. This is a Sir Sean Connery. Put some
Zardoz.
respect in your mouth.
Yo, I didn't see that movie until after, like there's that Rick and Morty episode where it's like they're just doing Zardoz with the giant heads, and I didn't see Zardoz until after I saw that, and then I was like yo, like the visuals in Zardoz, so amazing to watch. It's a weird as hell movie, but like it's so like entertaining, like visually it's brilliant.
We've got some Barbarella stuff coming.
Ooh.
Over for this stuff, we got Barbarella coming, and we got some Barbarella 2077 cock bulge. Let's go.
Dick hunters.
Yeah.
The segment Dick Hunters with a professionally written, scored, recorded jingle, right? That's the thing?
Well, I'm gonna write the jingle.
So
That's why it's taking a while.
Professionally, then. You're a professional jingle writer.
Yes, we no, we are not.
Ed isn't? I know Ed isn't even one?
No, sorry.
Okay. Damn.
Sorry.
Well, I guess I was mistaken. I guess I was misled. Just kidding.
Sorry, buddy.
Like, Level, do you have, with your music, do you have a Bandcamp page at all? I may have asked you this before.
No, I don't have one. I need to go make one for not just for rapping, but for my band as well. I mean, I play in a thrash metal, like death metal, punk, technical, melodic death metal, whatever it is, band as well, called Mountain Trash. But we haven't practiced for a bit because I've been doing a lot of things, and it's just hard to keep a band together, to get them together. It's way easier to just play beat rap.
Yep.
But ideally, later, I'll play beats and Zach will rap over them, and there's just like a significantly, I don't know, enhanced dynamic from like a live interaction between two musicians or two people who are like performing in that way. So I'm excited about that in theory, assuming that. Well, last time he went on a journey to find Dale, Chip's brother, if you were paying attention. Chip and Dale are the spirit guardians. I don't know where they are now, and I don't know which journey he's on now, but I'm afraid he won't return.
If you do set up a Bandcamp, let me know, and I can plug it on Cave Dweller.
Yeah, I'd be down. I mean, I also was interested in talking to you about writing or something. You mentioned writing opportunities there.
Yeah, that's right. We for anybody who doesn't know, like I run a website, not to shield too much, but like I do run a music website called Cave Dweller Music, cavedwellermusic.net.
Cool.
On Instagram and everything. Anybody here, by the way, who I'm chatting to in this, like hanging out with me now, or in chat as well. Like if you got music, if you're doing music, we promote mainly independent and underground stuff. So you can send me a DM. I'm in LEVLHEAD's Discord. You can DM me on Twitch, and like I can do some promo. If you do visual art as well, I know you do, DoodleBirb. Like anybody who does visual art too, we sometimes do art reviews as well. So like. You can hit me up as well, and I can do a bit of promo. We're always looking for cool people to promote. So you know. Yeah,
we need to set up a rap panel. That's what Sarah's saying. We need to do a freestyle panel. We've tried to like connect with a couple of freestyle rapper people.
Oh, that'd be sick.
But yeah, there's a way that we could potentially like do freestyling via Discord or whatever it is with good enough latency to actually.
That's what I was thinking about, the latency. That'd be sick though if we could get like a cipher going online or something. That'd be
There's
so
ways.
cool.
There's actually I've seen other people do it before, so.
Yeah. We could also. I was thinking about this.
Oh my god! Thank you, RottedRanch, for that fucking 20 community subs. Holy shit!
Oh wow!
Yo!
What? Oh shit! That was supposed to be 2. That was supposed to be 2. Can I?
18 refund? Yeah, I'll write that down for later. I won't forget.
Somebody hit up Jeff.
Cave Dweller's great stuff.
Yo, thanks for real. Holy shit. I
didn't got my soundboard, so.
Damn. Well, I hope you liked the new alert that I made for that shit, but I guess I feel like I need to make variations now. I need to make something. I have to make it up. Thank you, RottedRanch. I appreciate that so much.
Let's fucking go, buddy.
Yeah.
Nice.
And
Inception's weird behind me.
Speaking of, as long as we were talking about forums or panels, or like, when are you doing your first panel, RottedRanch? You got something like in mind, or do you have you just trying to like connect with people right now?
So, it's weird because a lot of people are either nervous or they're just like, I like get on here. But also, I get it. People just want to, you know, I feel like I should wear something serious for this. Hold on, there you go.
Thank you.
Everyone's got like their own schedules, so like a streamer's either gonna be like, you know, this is my whole day. I'm gonna be tired at the end, or I got my life off stream before, so like everyone's got their lives, and so I get that, you know. So like, our thing was supposed to be sort of like a hard calendar mixed with like interspersed just like late night stuff. If people are like back like 3 years ago, this streamer Prime Kai, I don't know if anyone watches Prime. Prime used to get 150 to like 300 people watching, and then you know, he's starting to have like just mostly right wing dipshit like ANCAPs on and libertarians, and his audience is like cut into a quarter, and I'm like, it's kind of a bummer to go there because it's just like 5 of those guys arguing with like 1 or 2 lefties, and I'm like, is he think this is good for the channel? I don't know, but like that community is just kind of like cut in half. But like it used to be like one night like Vosh and Destiny got on there, and Vosh was a little drunk, and Destiny was just being typical douchebag. And they were talking about fascism, and like it was clear that neither of them had read past like Umberto Eco's 14 points because they were just talking about the headlines. To his credit, Vosh has gotten way better since then. I don't know if people called him out on it, but he's gotten way better in the last 2 years. Like, okay, he's actually like reading up on it. Whereas like, people like Destiny just like read the headline, or they're just like, you hear like, you know, and they're just like, oh my god, I almost just accidentally gift subbed a fucking 100 subs. Oh my god, don't smash keyboards.
Careful.
Oh Jesus Christ.
What? Do you have hotkeys for this shit?
I got so many goddamn hotkeys. So many goddamn
big old
hotkeys.
Stream Deck.
3
5
Stream Decks.
5.
They've just got a whole key. They've just got a whole second keyboard that they've like.
And even spreading out the workload, they all crash and burn. They're all trash. It's fuck you, Elgato. Shots fired. Well, I'll hit a button,
real.
and it's like 45 seconds for it to happen. We're like, okay, and then it just shows broken trash. So if we're like, let's blow up. Like, okay, let's I don't know, let's get rid of hey, RottedRanch, what up, baby?
What up, baby?
Hey, don't worry about it, buddy. We're gonna come pick you up, floating out there, looking all cute and shit.
Oh yeah. that what up, baby is one of the.
Those shits are crazy.
I can never. It's one of my favorite things to hear.
Now, which button do I hit here? Is it? Oh shit!
Get away.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh shit. Oh shit. That was not the tractor beam. That was the get fucked laser beam. I'm sorry.
An error in button pushing.
Sorry about that. Sorry about that, Rotted. Nothing to say. Okay.
That's cool.
All right.
You know what I feel Level, is that Level, I feel you have an advantage that being an audio engineer, I feel like you have like a unique advantage, because I think a lot of streamers, I may be wrong, but I get the impression a lot of streamers, we kind of just go into this not really knowing like the technical side of like the audio stuff. And sometimes the video stuff, like when I've started streaming, I only just set up like audio filters for the first time, like 2 months, like about a month and a half, 2 months ago. And I was like, yo, I can filter my mic. Why didn't I do that? Whereas you're like, you probably came into this like knowing all of that, right? Like
yeah, that's kind of a weird thing, is like, I don't know, there's definitely a dynamic there where like, I
didn't know nothing about nothing.
Yeah, I did know a lot of shit, but like I spent forever just staring at my equipment and being like, what do I do with this shit? I actually did this, like, I've talked about this a couple times on stream, but I actually did do like a business incubator thing one time, right? It was a competition, pitch competition. Like it started with like this 2-minute pitch thing. They had to develop, and then like you could go into another round. It was a 4-week thing. The 3rd week I had to present in front of like a huge room of people with like a professional pitch deck. It was like that was where the 2-minute pitch deck thing happened. And then the finalists from that got to go onto this like sort of Shark Tank thing with like, it was localized though. And from that, I won money like to start a company. So, like my original idea was a podcast company, and prior to that, I had run the college radio station for a few years, which was an impossible task to like make it profitable as a not
radio,
full-time general manager of a radio station, whatever. Like it was crazy, but like so I did have a ton of engineering experience and like audio stuff, but I had all this stuff, and then like a fuck ton of turmoil took place in my life, like losing my living space and like all this stuff. So I ended up with all of my new shit in a garage, like trying not to lose it and keep track of it, which is already difficult enough for me to do. And it just took forever until I was finally ready to like try, I don't know, like actually using this stuff. And I just sat there staring at it forever. Like it was only because of Twitch and like knowing that like I could just do the live thing. It's kind of interesting because exactly what we're doing here is a lot like what we were doing on the college radio station. It's just better because there's video and there's, you can conference with people from anywhere, and you can,
there's all the visual options too, like
yeah, and the subject matter, what we're talking about, it goes all over the place. So like, I did have all those things, but then again, like my thing is one shit breaks all the time, constantly. The more things you have, the more things there are to break, and like. I don't know, man. I have to rebuild it. Like, I know I just have to rebuild it, and I'm going to keep rebuilding it, and then I'm going to start streaming one day, and they'll be like, audio doesn't work, haha, which happens like all the fucking time. I'm like, yeah, I know.
Setup gets more elaborate. It gets more elaborate over time, right?
Yep.
Like, I've noticed that myself.
It gets more elaborate, or it's just like shit that you'd expect to fucking work. It doesn't work today. No, it's just no, it doesn't work.
We had to roll back OBS and Stream Deck to like 2 previous versions to get shit to work again, because it's just, you'll be like, oh, everything's fire, this is great, and then one day it's just like nothing works, and you're like, God damn it, God. And then I'm like, do I just do the stream with like the camera and the fireside, which I don't have, and just chat with everybody, or do I just mope around and work on more scenes? I'm gonna mope around and work on more scenes.
Oh my god, I've done that a lot too. Yeah, I've spent a lot of time like in the back end of setup time, like just not actually ever streaming. Now I got to the point where I'm like, I'll just stream and spend fucking however long fucking around with I'll just build it during stream. Fuck it, at least I'm streaming.
And then you do a lot of co-working streams too, right? Like you do tons of co-working. I always see you always working on stuff on stream. Like you write on stream and everything. Like
yeah, I've done a lot of that. That was basically just how I figured out how to continue streaming while also having a full-time job as a reporter. Because I wanted to share that process and talk about journalism, but I can't just talk about it all the time because, like, listen, the town council may have passed a resolution but it's boring as fuck, but I still have to write it down.
That's true.
So sometimes it's interesting. It's a lot of times it's boring. So I don't need to necessarily discuss it.
I like the boring. Like,
it can still be fun. Hey, here comes Amy Raiders.
Amy, welcome in.
Hey.
Hey, Amy.
Let's go.
Let's go.
What the fuck is up, Denny's?
Hike and go.
Hey, we talked to Amy earlier. That was really, really good chat. We talked about housing and a snake. Really, I could probably boil it down to those
Agatha!
two. Yes. Thank you so much for the raid, Amy. I am approaching 15 hours, 38 minutes. I think I probably am ready to like chill out a little bit. I don't know if there's anything else we want to go over here in this panel or this group setting.
Oh, we're just getting started, baby. This is like 2% right now. Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Yo.
I saw, by the way, Chromatic Mage said, I've spent weeks working on stream behind the scenes to ultimately go live and do subpar shit for like 3 hours. But it probably wasn't, like, you probably felt that way, but I'm sure it was like a lot better than you thought it was.
What's that?
Like, well, if you're like Chromatic Mage said in chat, like, they spent weeks working on something and it was subpar on stream, but like a lot of the time, like I find like you might
we don't like our own shit.
Yeah, we never do.
Sometimes you look back and you're like, that was good, I just want to acknowledge real quick. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs, Amy. I appreciate that so much. And also to the person who gifted $30 as well for the donation. I appreciate that
Oh,
a
get
lot.
some fancy beer
That's,
with that shit.
yeah. Fancy beer. That's what we're spending it on. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I think I am probably gonna go chill out a little bit. We might go to some music, I think, for a little bit. Do a little bit of that, chill out. I turn the lights down, type of situation, because I can just see myself going like that sound is what you'd hear, but louder because it'd be my head, my face hitting. So
A big old thud, and we can clip it, and then we can turn it into a sound bite, and then we can make beats out of it, and it'll be the LEVLHEAD. We'll
the LEVLHEAD beat, literally level head beat.
That's right.
I'd like to hear from everybody though, again, real quick, just like final thoughts, I guess. If there's anything else you want to share, like we have DoodleBirb, we have Kaya, we have Redolent Thought, we have DrYazman, who have all joined us in this long succession of streamers. DoodleBirb?
Me first?
Would you like to not go first?
No, I'm on. No.
You got this, DoodleBirb. You got this. You have the power. You're gonna do awesome.
Thank you for having me on. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, and I'd love to like do the the watermelon game thing at some point. That sounds cool.
Yeah, we can. I need to figure out how to do it. Actually, I have to ask LB about it. But
LB
yeah,
Ashley?
definitely we could do
LB's a
it.
champ. She's like shitting on her chat. She's like, "Let's go, motherfuckers! I got you." Like, oh
There's
shit.
like one way you could do it is there's like a browser version, and we could
Yeah, there's a
all
browser that you can compete with people against. That's the one I want to do.
I was
I
thinking
like
that
competition.
we could all like simultaneously do it, and then they could see us like our individual games all on screen at once, and then we can like smack talk each other while we're doing it.
Is that the stream
Ooh.
together thing? Is that how that works? That's what you were.
I haven't really put too much thought into the technical side of the execution, but if we have it all on our streams, like if we all have it on our cameras broadcasting, like I'm sure there's a way we could do it.
Oh, we've thought about it. We can do it.
Yeah,
We
Redolent knows how.
We got the arcade right here. Yeah.
Redolent and the various people participating in that.
I can put you all in the box, and we can have the game in the middle and just take turns. That's easy.
There we go.
I don't want to go in a box. Could I go in like a?
You want a bubble?
Yeah, that'll
be
be.
here.
I'll be a
and
bubble.
we'll be like, oh my god, that was awesome. Oh, you get fucking points. Who am I giving points to?
I don't know.
How about a pyramid, and you can temporarily be Pyramid Head? Like Silent Hill.
Okay. Sure. Silent Hill reminds me of a story. Wait, Silent Hill is a game, right?
Yeah.
Based on a
Ooh,
story.
Levelhead.
It's based on a story. Hey, I have a point that I'm going to. I don't know what it is, but I know that it's a game, and it's based on Centralia, Pennsylvania, right? Which is a town that was. Well, it was a coal mining town, I believe, and it's where the most prominent underground coal seam fire occurred in the United States that I'm aware of. Literally
burning.
hellfire. So when I talked about things not being interesting in local news, I once discovered at a public meeting that would otherwise have been boring that there was actually a coal seam fire burning right outside my town, right up on the mountain. And it was
Holy
just this
crap.
general safety concern that we're like, it's been burning for 90 years, whatever. It might just, and then I started digging into it. And that was like an example of a very interesting story arc reporting that we did take on stream, where it's like, we found out that there's 90 something in Colorado. I could be overestimating that, but like, they're actually all over the place because, thing is, you have a coal mine, shit lights on fire. How does it go out? Answer, it doesn't. The only way is to like dig it all out or hope it goes out. Hope it doesn't just create subsidence at the surface and spring to the top and light a brand new surface fire.
Yeah.
So yeah, hellfires.
wild.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I once went to this town in Hokkaido in northern Japan, right? And it was like this little lakeside town. And you just kind of reminded me of that because it's like a volcanically active area, but there's not like a volcano per se. But what they do have is there's this massive bulging. It looks kind of like the
Bulging.
Washington
Massive and bulging.
massive bulge. Looks kind of like the Washington Monument.
Throbbing.
Everlasting,
kind of-
expanding, extended, and enlarged.
Kind of actually is throbbing because like what it is, it's this. There's like magma inside it and all this gas.
Magma.
And so they know expanding, extended. One day and enlarged. It's gonna. This is just I'm digging a hole for myself here. But one day it's gonna erupt, and like it's gonna like burst through, and there's gonna be like, oh God, how did I end up here? It's gonna be like a massive eruption.
We're still talking about dicks in Japan, right? That's what we're talking
yeah,
about.
it could
just make sure.
Bulldoze the town with magma and like gases, but they've just got like a town there, and you know they're just chill about it. And I'm there looking at it like amazed, and I'm thinking like, yo, this could like in 1 hour's time this could just go off. Like it probably won't, but it could. And then if you walk through, like if you go on like a forest hike in that area, they have signs all along the trail saying, "Do not go off the trail." Like at certain points because there's like toxic gases. You will asphyxiate to death if you go off.
And it's from coal seam fires?
No, it's just from like a volcano. It's a volcanically active area.
Okay.
There's not actually a volcano, but there's like underground. There is like stuff that there's not a volcano per se, but it is like volcanically active. If that makes sense.
Yeah, because I know that like in the place I'm talking about, yes, there's this hiking area, and like if you veer off far enough. There's just a bunch of rocks. They put a bunch of riffraff there to like make it so that this is the main area where the fire vents, and like the rocks are all black and there's shit coming out of it, and it's carbon monoxide. Like you don't want to fucking go over there, but yeah.
I mean, if you're a volcano and you've been around for millions of years, you're like, what's this edging shit? Okay, yeah, I'll be into that. All right, let's get it.
Coal seam fires level.
Yes, let's return it to that. Yeah.
What's the signage like? Border situation, like how do they control, like
stay the fuck back, bitch? That's exactly what the sign says. Just kidding, I don't know. They do have signage around it. I'm not sure, I haven't actually walked up there, but I have seen the pictures through like there's actually some state agency, I don't really know, that like tracks them and sorts them by order of like danger, basically how likely they are to just fucking spark to the surface. There was the Marshall Fire in Denver, or that area, like was one of the most destructive fires in the state's history. Burned down like 1,000 homes or something. I don't remember, but there were theories that actually was sparked by a very nearby underground coal mine fire that is actively tracked by the state. I don't know if that ever got corroborated. There's also some cult activity in that area, apparently. Why so dangness? One of my chatters told me so.
A cult activity.
A cult, not a cult.
Levelhead, we're everywhere.
A cult activity.
Okay. All right. So what Redolent thought? Wait, what are we doing? I don't even remember. Oh, DoodleBirb was talking, and then we ended up here. How did that happen?
I don't
to the
know.
burbs.
I think you just like suggested to everybody like you go Doodle.
Final thoughts, yes.
Yeah, that's it.
You were saying thanks, and I was saying let's play that game.
Oh, Suika game.
Yeah, the
that's where we
game.
were.
So yeah, I mean, we don't have to do it tonight, but we can definitely do it at some point in the future.
Yeah.
It's a browser that that we can use.
Sweet, I'm super down. Let's set it up.
Yeah,
Oh
man.
yeah.
You
And
know, if you get
thanks
more
for
than
being
two
here.
players, I'll jump in.
Yeah. DrYazman, thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
I mean, I'm hoping to catch. You're normally on stream at a time I'm not around or whatever, like sleeping in theory. But I hope to catch more of your freestyles. I hope that you keep clipping them or highlighting them so I can find them later.
Yeah, I need to say to my viewers like start clipping my freeze a bit more. But you know, I've been thinking.
Sometimes you gotta clip your own.
You know, yeah, you do. But you know what I realized though? I was thinking about this with that stories function. I can just record because I'm always off stream. I'm free all the time too, so I could just record some of those and put them as stories.
Wait, can you
too,
do
yeah.
videos to stories?
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
I don't know.
think
Whatever.
you can.
If there's a
I'm not
feature,
sure,
if there's a
though.
feature or functionality that should be there, Twitch will just be like, nah, we deleted that.
Yeah.
We made everything except for that part.
But I'll definitely keep putting clips of my freeze on my story though. I actually like that story feature. At first, I was like, I don't know, but like now, I think it's pretty good, especially putting my freestyles up there. So for sure, I will.
Heck yeah. Brilliant.
Hi.
What's up? How's your night?
Well, it's good. It's good. This has been super fun. I hate that we did it on Discord because we had all sorts of fun stuff planned for everybody in Video Ninja.
Next time.
Next time.
Next time.
We were gonna load you up. Right. We even have a ballad we were gonna serenade you with if you still want it. We'll sing it to you.
Let's hear the ballad.
Yeah. I actually want it to be in video. Can we do that later?
We can do that later. We can do it now. It doesn't matter. I got you.
I'm feeling like I'm gonna die. No, not die. DIE, that's dramatic. More like something, I don't know, like a near-death experience. Can we say that?
Metaphorically die. Or maybe it's the little thing.
But yeah, no, this has been fun. Yeah, and if anybody, we're very, during a show, we'll just be like, anyone who wants to come in, we'll give you the little room that we do stuff in. We can load you up, and then we, it's supposed to be like a game show kind of thing. And if we have, we've got different rooms and different ways to get rid of you. We can yeet you in a dumpster fire,
So many ways.
And then we go, let's see, who do we got? You know what? Let's just keep picking on Rodden. Let's just Kaya. Sorry, Kaya. Hey, what's going on? How you doing? And then Kaya's final last words. And if Kaya saves himself, we go, oh, shit, wrong button. And now the explosion's broken. It's just gonna explode any second. There it goes. Okay, all right. And then we can just bring it back, or we can be like, oh, who's that? Oh no, we won't kill. We won't. No, we won't.
Oh,
Get back up there. The dipshits. Oh, get fucked. Anyway, it's a game show, and the whole idea is to like eat people and have fun and actually talk about serious things, pop culture things, random things and stuff. So that's it.
Let's go. I definitely plan on participating in that in the future. And I appreciate you being here. And Kaya.
What are we doing?
What are you?
Final thoughts, Kaya.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Outros, bro? Are we all getting the fuck out of here, bro?
I'm saying like, what's up for the first time?
Yeah. And how's your tummy? I need to know.
That shit's alright. Yo, I didn't even smoke all like that. I thought we were about to chill and smoke and do all that a little more, but whatever.
I know. I'm just tired. I'm super tired. Gotta chill. You don't have to go to bed.
That's cool.
All right.
Whatever.
Yo, I'll say something before.
Girl, bye.
Before we do this.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm gonna play it.
Bro.
Yo, one thing I will say, I got two things to say. Kaya, the fact that you got those sound bites from that dog that happens to have your name as well, like.
That shit's fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah, that shit's crazy. I don't even know.
Crazy.
That shit's wild. That Hassan Davis
So
dog.
crazy.
That shit is
Odds
crazy.
of that happening. It kills me every time I see it. I love it.
My favorite one's been broken though. Hobbies has been broken forever. I love Hobbies. Kaya's been shitting on the floor and just making it fucking.
The soundscape channel, Kaya.
That's his favorite fucking hobby, dude.
It's so good.
Kaya loves shitting all over the place.
Like someone will put that in and I just start crying. I'm like crying behind the keyboard. I'm just like, oh my god, it was like perfectly timed.
Kai is truly a pioneer with sounds, in my opinion. Like as far as like making sounds happen and work and having the chat interact with them in a way that is meaningful and engaging, like Kai is just good at that shit. I don't know, like I know it's like also the selection of people in the community who contribute and know how to use them, but it's also like Kai, you're really good at like getting people to use sounds and to like engage in chat. Like type 1 in chat if I'm right, chat about Kaya. Fucking obviously, I better see ones. You got to do it. Don't be sleeping on it. They already are though. Like if it was Kaya right now, I'd be like, they're just waiting to do that shit.
Dude, yo, I'm trying to play some fucking wheels.
That's my boy. That's my boy.
Like for real, I'm doing, like I was thinking about playing that shit like while we were on the call, like just very quick, you know, get a little round in.
Is that what you're gonna do? Play wheel?
That's real.
Oh no, I don't know. I got other shit to do. I gotta get my son's school ready for the morning.
You got this.
Okay.
Thanks everybody for being here. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having us.
You're all amazing, and this chat is amazing, and your
Let's
mods
go.
are
Thank you.
amazing.
Chat
Shout out
is
to
amazing.
Sarah wants the cooking. I know everybody in chat, all these brilliant people
Fuck
supporting
yeah.
new level. Love it.
Yo, I'm still gonna be in chat too. I'm gonna still be talking shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
me too.
I'm saying, like, what's up?
Lately I've been paying rate to bitch, it's like what? Lately I just been dating in like my calendar, spitting my own dates like maybe it's like trying to make a new calendar like a Mayan.